everybody. How we doing today? Happy Friday. Welcome on in. Hi. Oh, we're back. We're here. We're just sitting down at the desk. It's fine. Totally on time. Super not late today. Definitely didn't forget to do my hair. It's okay. It's totally fine. We're just El Natural vibes. This is how we stay safe. We just completely change how we do everything, and then we stay safe because of that, and my camera's way off to the side. Let's see, can I fix that? Or that? I feel like I just like... No, maybe? Maybe. That looks better. I don't know, seems fine. I'm centered now, that's good enough. Oh, this is gonna bug me so much. It's gonna bug me so much. Jordan, thank you for the 20 months, dude, and the donor. I appreciate you. And Sam, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you. Hi. Messy hair, don't care. Exactly. So safe. How we doing, everybody? Welcome on in. Yeah, I was very late getting on into the gym this morning, so I literally just got off the bike.
Pleased to meet you.
30 minutes ago. And then just finished eating food. And now we're here. We're back. We're chilling. Nighttail Bills with the 13 months, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. I hope you're doing well today. Didn't want to do my hair either, so it's a hat day for me. Yeah, well, you know. Where was the video yesterday? I didn't have a video to go live yesterday, so didn't get one. Miss May, how we doing? Dot, what's going on? Vigo, hi. Hello. Dude, I logged into the event and just stared at everything and logged off 3 times. Working with a blank canvas is hard. Yeah, J-Bus, that's why I was gonna wait a few hours. Wait for somebody else to start it, then I can just find a little piece to add to. I'll hopefully be on after stream. I gotta figure out what's going on later. But how we doing? Welcome on in. Super Taco, what's up? Hello, how we doing? Hi. Rabbit, what's up? Loved your short video this week. Yeah, I'm really glad it was only a fun little short. Yeah, that's great. You look tired? I just finished in the gym like 35 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm a little catching my breath still. But we've got a lot of digging to do today, and while we get started and get caught up and chatting, I also don't need that. I need this because I have a lot of pickaxes that we need to repair before we can get digging. So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go just repair up all of the tools real quick and get back to work. So I'm fly on down here, super safe. I also want to check how many bones I have because we're doing a little loopty or safety loop. Always do a safety 360 spin before you land. Okay, we got plenty of bone blocks. I can definitely reload this box. I thought I was pretty low, but I'm not. I actually am doing pretty good on bone blocks right now. So that's great. That's real nice. That's nice. That's real nice right there. Lezosaurus with the 4 years. Thank you so very much. How are we doing today? How is that a totem pop? Because I hit the corner of the block. I went in and did some analyzing afterwards, and it's because if I had hit a block right here and there was no block right here, I would have been fine because I would have just like skid across. So I would have been like, boo, that way. But I hit the ground, so I took damage from that, but I also hit the edge. So I hit like perfect right there. So I took damage from the ground and I took damage from the side of the block. So it was like a boom right into the corner. So not only did I get the momentum of hitting the ground, I also got the momentum damage of hitting the side of a block. So I got both of them, which made super spookies. And that's it. Doing okay, looking forward to the weekend. How are you? I feel like I'm the same. It's been a week. It's been another week. But I feel like I'm getting there. Let me turn this music down a little touch. I'm excited for the weekend though. We're going to a show tonight, and we got some friends coming over tomorrow, so it's be fun. When did you pop the totem? What was that, Monday or was that last Friday? I can't remember. Rain and
you ever
thunderstorms
end
with
up
the 1
completing
year.
Stardew Valley?
No, I never did. I'm so bad. As soon as I can figure out a puzzle, the puzzle's not fun to me anymore. Then I figured out the puzzle, and the puzzle's no longer fun. Have the pups had a good week? They've been in their crates a lot because we've had a lot of home renovation stuff going on. So they're not super in love with that. But they also don't really mind being in their crate, so it's fine. I always just feel bad when they're stuck in a little box all day instead of being able to lay around the house wherever they want. But it's fine. They're through most of it. Our garage reno is almost done. I think next week's going to be the last week. And then we start the next project because, you know, can't ever not have a house project going on. That's what I've learned is to be a homeowner is you just constantly have house projects. Sprained my wrist and I can't play Minecraft? Oh no. That sucks. That's rough, dude. How did he die to making Scar Mountain yet? I think that's you're thinking of a different content creator. But that's cool though. My week has been nothing but job interviews, and I'm so happy for the weekend. Ooh, Kobe, I hope one of them turns out well for you. Good luck. Houses are giant children that keep taking your money. Yeah, it's pretty true. It's pretty true. I do like not having to deal with like moving or a lease though. Like I'm just kind of consistent, locked in, you know? So that's pretty nice. My friends, click the like button if you have not already. I very much do appreciate it. We'll be here for a few. This gives XP so fast, right? Isn't it insane? This farm's nuts, dude. I think technically a Guardian farm is probably faster if you get like one like Lynxy has, because they give larger experience orbs per kill. So I think it's faster, but this is just so satisfying. I want to do house projects, but I'm currently on the Halloween costume grind. Ooh. Yeah, we decided we're skipping Halloween this year. Well, actually, we're traveling over Halloween weekend, so we're gone for that, but we might be doing like some friends have a costume party the weekend before. But I'm not really, like, I'm not big on costumes regardless, so I don't know. I tend to not enjoy Halloween that much. Guardian farm might be faster, but this gives fuel. Yeah, but that gives Prismarine. And I want to build with Prismarine. What I want to do is I want to build with Dark Prismarine. Also, we need to finish building this farm. This farm's not even done yet. I just ran out of materials. I ran out of Wither Roses, actually, is what it is. So I need to build a new Wither Rose farm, which I've been actually talking with the egg. Sorry, eggs, if you're in here. There's another egg that I've been talking to. I'm sorry. I promise I'm not... You're still #1 egg. Actually, you're still 98 egg. You're my 98th egg, but the egg is...
Pleased to meet
she's
you.
been teaching me about redstone farms and stuff.
Have you ever thought of doing a glowing mushroom village in the deep dark? Or close to?
That would be cool. I've actually never done a build in the deep dark. I'm too scared of wardens. I stay in a safe bubble. I tend to not, but honestly, like a glowing mushroom village in the end, I feel like could be fun. But maybe, yeah, maybe in the deep dark too, because that would keep it in the overworld, which is cool. It's wild to me because Halloween is my favorite holiday. It's so baffling that people don't love it as much as I do. Yeah, no, I actually, since I was a kid, I've never enjoyed dressing up. I also do not like anything like acting related or anything along those lines, really. Like, I'm very much, I don't like, I don't know, I'm just get uncomfortable in those situations. Even like reading lines for a video or something, like sometimes I'm like, I can't do it. If it's like a script or something, I'm like, I don't like it. It's just never been something for me, and so I also really, I don't know. I just don't like dressing up. I've never enjoyed dressing up. So I think that's like been the big reason why I don't like Halloween, is because it kind of is a holiday where everybody expects people to dress up, and they're always like, you can show up without a costume, but it'd be cool. It'd be so much better if you had one. So. Frisia, thank you so much for the 9 months. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Also, Lady Kotz, if I missed it, thank you for the 39 months. I never responded, but I didn't see it. And Onder, thank you so much for the dono. I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Crimson Twilight with the 10 months. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Maybe not Deep Dark event, but definitely at the very bottom of the world. Yeah. Egg is the OG egg. No, I've had an egg with me for a long time too, though. So like, there's got to be the 98th egg is an OG, and then there's also the egg, you know. Cool. That's everything. Well, actually, we'll get this. Cool. Now we gotta wait a minute for it to turn off. Silk touch. Okay, fine. I guess we have eggs. 98, not egg. So there's the OG egg, and then there's the OG eggs. Two different people. Don't need to dress up for Halloween. I'm scary enough as is. Oh. That's not true. Fine. So noisy. I want the stupid sword. Is it almost done? Or just collect it. We're running the little storage thing for a second. Why was the video yesterday? There was no video yesterday. I try and do weekly uploads, but sometimes life gets busy and I can't do it. And I was off on vacation last weekend, so I decided to not kill myself. Oh, we also needed a lot more blacks down here, I think. I think that was another one. Oh, I still have a shulker wither. What was I running out? Oh, nether brick. That's what it was. Yeah, that's all I had left, which was not enough for another platform. So I called it there. Because this guy... The only section that's actually completed is this. So everything out here needs a third layer to it. So like all of this needs a third layer so that we can get even more of that. And then this whole section, this big shape here needs a third layer for all of those platforms, but that's got 3 already. So once we decide to work up the courage to get back out here, I need to go and finish that. But did he like connect for with Etho and Doc? I don't know. Eggs knows a few people too. There are many eggs. Watching old episodes of World, and lo and behold, Flip is live. Cosmic, welcome on in. Thanks again for the good luck the other day, dude. Finding that relic disc made my entire evening. Nice. Okay, we need to go get a lot of boxes. Can't even get my skeleton farm to work. Well, if you start by blowing up an entire perimeter, usually you can figure out where you want the mobs to spawn, because there's nowhere else that they can spawn. Have I shown you guys this? I don't think I've shown this on stream yet.
Let's get digging.
Wee. That's my quick exit from my nether portal now. Ye old envelope with the 5 months, dude. Thank you so much. How you doing? Love waking up to mobs burning right outside my house. Full cozy mode with PJs, knitted bolero blanket, and heated wheat pillow. Stream obligatory Celsius. Yeah, this is my first pina colada of the day. This is my first time having this flavor. Surprisingly really good. Dude, my hair is so messed up. Oh, it's all over the place. I've never had the pina colada one before, but it's really good. We're gonna fill all of these, let's be honest. Ignore that. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I wish. Honestly, it was a little like taking a sip of this at like, because I'll usually wake up after I walk the dogs and I'll like have a few sips of the Celsius before I like go get a workout in. Yeah, J Bus, for the same reason. If I drink it too fast, I'm like, wow. And so I typically like, I'll have a little bit at a time and then I really water it down, and then I'll have a little more, then I really water it down. Like I don't ever tend to just like go straight for a Celsius, like full. Like I've realized one that I actually really like doing is I'll just put it in a cup with a bunch of ice, and as the ice melts, I feel like that's like the perfect rate for drinking it, because I sip on it really slowly anyways. But otherwise, yeah, dude, I'm like, whoa. But I basically used it as a pre-workout in the morning. But waking up this morning, and the first thing I had outside of water was a sip of a pina colada, and I was like, am I on a tropical vacation right now? Need a Jet 2 holiday real quick. Right. Dude, I think I'm gonna go fix my hair real quick because this is bugging the heck out of me. It keeps falling down. I'll be right back. 1 sec, then we'll get digging.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay.
Happy Friday.
Best part about being a guy with shorter hair. Takes 10 seconds. Robin, thank you for the 57 months at tier 2. Thank you. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much. Alrighty. Is Jet 2 even in America? No, but the TikTok voice line is very much. So previously we've been doing 5 blocks at a time. I feel like for my mental sanity of being able to say that we finished things, I think we go by 3 today. I already hate it. Y'all, so much of me... That stole my water. So much of me really just wants to, like, not upload a video for a while and just, like, go crazy in working on these mountains. I would say that's, like, the point that I'm at right now. I feel like I'm just, like, not getting the results I want out of YouTube videos I'm posting. I'm having a lot of fun making the videos, but, like, they're just not, like, getting the views I usually hope for, because YouTube is in such a weird spot right now that part of me is just like, do I just, like, go, man, we're just not gonna upload for 2 weeks and just spend 2 weeks just purely seeing how far I can get on a mountain? What's the plan for this area after? We are going to be building a giant monastery here. That is going to basically be a hall of collections. We're calling it the Monastery of Millions, I believe is what we said. Or Monument of Millions. But the idea here is that, which the shelves are actually going to be really, really cool for. But I really, really, really want to give a place to start memorializing stats in the world that are not just in my stats screen. So the whole idea is that, like, under here, we can see, like, okay, netherite pickaxe, I've mined 3.5 million blocks. Netherite shovels, 1.8 million. And I really, really want to make a place where I have this giant hall that we can have a wing for all the different tool types. We can have a wing for all of the different blocks. And whenever a block hits either a million blocks mined is most likely what we're going to do for blocks. A mob hits like 100,000 killed, or a tool hits like a million blocks mined with it or something, it'll get a pedestal in that hall. So when we originally build it, it's going to be really empty, but hopefully the goal is over the course of this world that the interior fills out, and it'll be... I was kind of inspired by what Mog is doing with his Century Tower, Millennium Bay or something like that. I can't remember what he's calling it, but he's basically creating Mog created this big tower in his super flat world where every single year he's going to build a new floor of it to, like, the interior of the floor to memorialize, like, what he did in that last year in his super flat world. And I thought that was really cool. So I kind of want to do that, but, like, my own version of it. Almost done with this stupid powdered snow. Sure, we'll find another patch in 3 minutes. Just flooding everything to get rid of the powdered snow. Okay, I think that's actually most of it. Sick. Nope. Okay, now that's most of it. Digging out and building the mountains could be a great January stream project. Yeah, but I would love to have at least one of them done before then. Surely this is a Hall of Fame. I don't plan on doing a Hall of Fame like most Twitch streamers do it, where they, like, put viewers in the Hall of Fame for channel points or whatever. Big reason being is there's no channel points on YouTube, and I don't want to give one side of my audience more leverage over the other. And I also don't like the idea of gating a Hall of Fame behind memberships. I love the idea that a lot of people who do halls of fame or whatever is that even if you're not a member, you can eventually still get in there. Like, even if you're not a paid supporter, you can still just watch for long enough and still qualify to get a spot in the Hall of Fame. It's just like, if you're a paid supporter, you can get there quicker. So I don't want to do like okay, you've been a member for a year and now you get a spot in this world or something. Like, I'm not really a big fan of that idea, because I don't know, maybe it would help increase sub numbers or membership numbers, but I don't really need to be doing that. Like, so we'll see. But yeah, so if I find another way to do a Hall of Fame or something that could work potentially, but yeah, I mostly want like a personal Hall of Fame. There is XP points on YouTube, yeah, but they disappear with every stream. And they are so weird in how they get allocated that, like, it's not great. So make sure y'all click the like button on the stream. Yeah, woo! Go, Lady Katsu, you tell them. I don't know if this is intended, but every time I read your name, I think Katsu. And then I think chicken Katsu. And then I go, I'm hungry. I have to, like, double check every time I read your name and be like, no, Katsa, not Katsu, Katsa. I just love chicken Katsu too much. That. I think that would be like my like, I could eat this meal every day meal. The like button, is that for YouTube stream? Yeah, it's just on YouTube. Twitch viewers, if you're just chilling, you're there, you're not even paying attention, but you got the stream open, you're doing everything you need to do. You're great. YouTube, they got extra asks over there. A little laggy today. Get a little lag in the world. What's your favorite block? I've been really liking light gray terracotta recently. I feel like that's my newest obsession of how can I work light gray terracotta into builds. 'Cause I feel like I'm realizing that it goes with a lot more things than I realized it went with. I kind of wrote off terracottas way back when, before concretes were introduced, just because I didn't really like the colors on a lot of them. But now that we have like mud bricks and all of the granite stuff with like slabs and stairs and all those, and like, and then brick and all that, and then like how it works with like strip jungle log and those, like there's a lot of block palette potential with warm tone blocks in Minecraft now that all have like a red or like a pinky hue to them. So it's really easy to work all those things in together. I really want to try in the cyberpunk city of like a pink building, getting like a lot of cherry in there, but then working it out to like a very desaturated like light gray terracotta. I think could be a really, and then I think you could get even like dead coral in there, because those are kind of warm tones. So I feel like you could make something really cool potentially. Okay, we need a new whatever's box, which can go there. We're gonna get a new grass box and a new dirt box. We're gonna get a new schnur box. We're gonna get a new sleep. Katsu is a new one.
Pleased to meet you.
In Seattle, for those who don't know.
Will you be streaming the Minecraft live?
Logan, thank you so much for the 16 months. I will not. I'm unfortunately not at home that weekend. A stupid friend had to go get a stupid wedding that weekend and schedule his wedding over Minecraft Live. Ugh, does he not respect Minecraft? No, so I will not be. I think I'm gonna not watch it at all. And then when I get home on Sunday, I want to record like almost like a reaction video and throw that on my second channel and kind of do like a quick summary of all the release notes and my initial thoughts on them, and just kind of do a ranty second channel video of like my first time seeing it. Let's talk about Minecraft Live, what the new features are. So yeah, that's kind of my goal. I'm unfortunately not around. I know Pixariffs and Joel Duggan are going to be streaming it. They're the Spawn Chunks guys. They do an excellent podcast. I would highly recommend, if you don't know who to watch for Minecraft Live, if you don't want to watch the main broadcast, go check out Pixariffs or Joel Duggan. They're both going to be streaming on their own Twitch channels, and those two I cannot recommend anymore for Minecraft news and like great feedback and really good discussions on it. Both of them have great heads on their shoulders for how to think about Minecraft things. Would highly recommend. But anyways, back to the Katsu thing. For those who don't know, Seattle has this very, very weird cultural phenomenon that's been around for, I think, since in like the 70s, where the same way like SoCal has taco shops everywhere, like you can get a taco pretty much every few streets or something like that. Seattle has teriyaki shops everywhere, just like fast food, not fast food, but like upgraded, that you can just go in. They're all over the place and they're all pretty good. You can just go in somewhere and get a big old plate of rice with teriyaki chicken or chicken katsu on top of it. And for me, that's comfort food. That's like the most, like if there's ever like a time where I'm like, oh, I just want a comfort meal right here. Like right now, I just need good vibe comfort food. Like I'm ordering teriyaki or I'm going to pick it up. and it's just so good. But like, it's weird, and it's in Seattle. It is everywhere. It's our like local street, like not street food, but like just like grab and go. Like a lot of people have their
Nice to
shop
meet you.
that they go to type vibe.
Closer to 2 years.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
stop
in a lot
being
of
you, Will.
I always kind of just say Seattle as like all of Western Washington, not all, but like the greater Puget Sound area, like in King County all the way down to like Tacoma and all that. And but yeah, it's definitely big across most of Washington now, I think. Actually, I don't know too much about Eastern Washington, if the katsu, or not katsu, but teriyaki-ness. Okay, I downloaded the new Voxy thing. There's a new Voxy beta that's out that I think Wizzy sent me, and I've definitely found some bugs with it. There's LODs when you're digging something and you go down underneath. There are I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Oh my god, hi. I'm safely digging today, thank you. I'm gonna go throw that into the group chat. Where is that Discord? I joined the Discord for it. Where did I put that Discord? Somebody sent it to me. Testing. One second. Sorry, I'm gonna link. I don't think anybody shared this one in here. What are they called? The LOD? Okay. Does Whip not read chat? Nope, I never read chat. I hate reading chat. Reading chat's the worst. Why would you stream and read chat? Does Voxy work with shaders? Some shaders. It is being updated. Soon, like they are actively updating the mod. I don't know too much about like when that stuff's going to be announced or anything. All I know is that there are some new files in their Discord that you can download for like a newer version that did make the game run a lot better. But as you can see, there's that little visual glitch that we just saw. What is Voxy? Voxy is a mod that allows you to have absurd render distance. Think Distant Horizons, but like actually good. So you can see all the way over to New Papyrus. I currently have a 512 chunk render distance turned on, and we are still at 110 FPS right now. And you can actually get some pretty good detail all the way out there. Like there's the library in New Papyrus. There's my gross copper farm. There's the custom landscape. There's the foliage university, the lake, and all of that. So that is that's what Voxy does.
Pleased to meet you.
Kiwi, did I miss this? Thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate you. And Hergel, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you. Can you put this on Pocket Edition? I would guess not. Pretty sure it only works with Fabric on Java. If you mean the world file that I have itself, there is a Bedrock download available. I do not know if it works on Pocket Edition, but I know it works on Windows version of Bedrock. Sorry. 1 second. Raining for less than 5 minutes and water is already pouring out the wall in my laundry room. Oof. Ouch. That's gotta fix that one soon. Otherwise, that would be a big problem. Hopefully not. Hopefully you can get that fixed. That's a problem where hopefully you're a renter. So if it is a big problem, it's not yours to deal with. $550 watching and only 410 likes. I mean, a pretty good ratio, but like we're getting up there. At least you got it the second time.
Pleased to meet you.
I try
20
my
months.
best.
The heck? That how long you've been back on Twitch, sir?
I guess so. Yeah, Heroic Pixels, thank you for the 2-2 for 20 months. Yes, I am a renter. Nice. Perfect. Not your problem. Does America have Jet 2? I don't think so. I don't really care for all of this stone. That's gonna be really annoying. Gonna be real annoying. The meme shows us Brits in a very poor light. Don't worry, us Americans have a lot of things that show us in a very poor light right now. So if that's the worst that you got, I still think you're coming out on top. And no, we're not getting into politics. I'm just going to preface and say that after my little joke there of we're not getting into political things on chat. If you choose to engage in politics, you will be banned. Woohoo! High fives all around. You have any plans on participating in any future SMPs that your friends host? I was actually chatting with Lizzie yesterday or the day before about some stuff for Misadventures. But as far as if you mean like Vampires SMP and all those things, I didn't know about them until you all knew about them. So yeah, I think with all of those lore driven SMPs, like they're all role playing, I wouldn't want to do that. That's not something that sounds fun to me. I don't think I could make good content out of that. I don't think that's the type of content that I make at all to begin with. So like that stuff for me isn't really of interest, and I think the crew kind of knows that, so they just kind of say we're just not going to invite Flip, or they're like, we know he'd probably say no to this, which is true. I would say no. So I don't really mind not getting invited to those types of things, but yeah, hopefully if there's something else in the works, I'll hear about it, but I don't know. Gotta get the invite first. Of course, Lizzie is still working on stuff with a newborn. She's working very, very sparingly. Every time I chat with her, I'm like, whenever you have time, absolutely no pressure. like you let me know when you want to do this. Like I'm never talking any deadlines or anything. Yeah, we're talking ideas on how to bring some life back into Misadventures, bring it back alive. So hopefully some fun stuff. I think the lore in Empire Season 2 as the Goblin is really good for you. Oh yeah, I just had an excuse to be a little trickster the entire time. That's just me. Speaking of Misadventures, Cam, thank you for the raid, dude. Welcome on in. How we doing? How we doing? I think I saw you were on Misadventures today, right? What were we up to? How's Cambridge going? Are there any bridges yet? Or is it still just Cam? Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. Hellos, highs, hellos, welcomes. Speaking of Mitch's Adventures, come back. I was talking to Lizzie yesterday. Actually, also this morning. I'm working up to it. I'm working up to it. I got some things, Cam. I got some ideas. I just gotta finish digging 3 mountains. I got this mountain to dig. I gotta dig that mountain. I gotta dig. Oh, I got 4 mountains. I got that mountain, that mountain. No,
Good
sorry. I got
smile.
5 mountains to dig. And then I also have that mountain. And I gotta dig all those down and rebuild them up. So once I get that done, then we're good to go. Thanks for the prime for dude. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. I definitely miss you guys, though. I miss everybody on Misadventures. I've been living in my own little single player world. I haven't talked to anybody for a while. You multi-stream? Yeah. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube. No. What, Liz? It's not a big issue. It'll be super quick. What, you think we've already spent like 10 hours digging this mountain out? No, come on. It's like only 8. It's like a day of work if I really were getting into the digging. God, that sounds like hell. Nah, we'll be fine. He hates me. Yeah, Cam, I didn't know how to tell you otherwise, but after me literally just saying I miss you, yeah, no, I miss you, hate you. I'm pretty sure that's how it typically goes. Can you get a small silver play button?
Thank you kindly.
They're the same size,
May the
it's just
force be
farther
with
away.
you.
Andre, thanks so much for the dono, dude. Appreciate it. We're cutesy like that? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, I hate you. It's like back in the early 2000s. Yeah, you'd talk to friends in the classroom with you. Oh my god, I hate that. Thanks. Yeah. That were also cool. But yeah, I have 2 silver play buttons because my second channel has 100,000 subs on it too. Like in the mob AI, I'd always get in your way. I know, I'm still so sad about the wolf. Might have to memorialize a wolf here soon. Well, in the Lightmatica schematic, how do you change the grass to dirt in survival? There's a keybind you can set, and then you hold that. Well, you go into edit mode, and then you hold the keybind, and then you have a piece of dirt in your hand, and you right-click on where all your grass is. I showed how to do it in the last video where I built the mountains. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
From Bushwhack 18's streams, we need a safety bucket.
I got bucket right here. Megan, thanks for the dono. Appreciate you. I don't think that safety bucket was really gonna help me. I thought I was safe for sure. I had fully committed to that landing last time. You get that stone block? Yeah. Don't worry, I got that one. I got that stone block. I left those ones on the ground though. That's probably fine. I do want all this iron though. Missing some iron. We need all the iron ore. Ner. You building any statues at the entrance? We could do a wolf statue. Memorialize the wolf that we accidentally slayed. What's the mountain removal for? Your mom? No, my mom. No. Not getting into those jokes. But we're gonna build the monument It's called the Monastery of Millions, Monument of Millions. I can't remember. That depends on how I design it. Then its name's gonna change. But this mountain is getting cleared down to be a flatter plateau because it'll help the river look a lot more natural coming throughout here. And then after that, it's going to be a place where anytime we have an item in this world breaking 1,000,000 something in stats, it'll get a little shrine for itself in the whatchamacallit, in the monastery monument thing structure. And so once all of those things get up there, so like right now we have a few that already will have spaces, which is fun, of like netherite pickaxe, netherite shovel, stone mind. Like we'd have like in one wing we would have these two guys, they would have a space, and then we'd have stone mind, and those are the only things above 1,000,000, which is why I'm not really rushing to get this project done, because I only would really have 3 things in the entire place. So how much farther are you taking it down? Well, part of it goes all the way down to the ground level. It's gonna lag
Pleased to
for a
meet
second.
you.
Raw 5 months. How's your day going, Mr. F. Whip? Also, don't know if this has been asked.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
but
that
did yesterday.
comes there, but this needs to come all the way down. Eddie, thank you so much for the 5 months, dude. Appreciate it. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, there's no video yesterday. I just didn't have one finished for this week. There will be 2 videos next week though, both main channel. But yeah, there's 2 coming next week. Yeah, I've retextured the cliffs in the creative copy, so we just need to retexture them along here too. I know they're just stone for now, so when we do like this whole big guy, when this video eventually comes out, hopefully I'll get at least like to there textured, like this whole stretch, because the material list currently is it's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, I know. Ignore the 54,000 grass blocks and 13,000 dirt blocks, because those we're getting as we mine the mountain down. But, and the stone, done. Andesite, done. Light gray wool, done. Light gray terracotta, done. Cobbled deep slate, we'll have to go get that. Water buckets, don't care. Mud, done. Pale oak logs, done. Basalt, done. Pale oak wood, probably not done. Done. Don't need any of those. Those actually aren't in the thing. Oh, there's some infested stone in here. Wow, spoilers. Yeah, so get rid of those. That's really all I need to get. And that's pale moss block at the top there. And that's only 2.5 shulker boxes. And that's 1.5 shulkers of tough. And these are all like half a shulker or less. Like, that's really not that bad. The pale moss, I just need to turn the pale moss farm on for a bit, and that's done. It's the other mountains that are going to be terrifying. That one, I'm scared. I need like I think it's 7 shulker boxes of acacia log. And we don't have an acacia tree farm, so it's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be a big boy. Only 2.5 shulkers. Oh yeah, you know you're in endgame Minecraft when you deal in shulkers. You no longer look at how many stacks of blocks, you look at how many shulkers of blocks you need. That's when you're really, really addicted to terraforming. So, you know, we'll see how that all goes. Let's get chopping. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna have to do, because getting a shulker of acacia logs, unfortunately, is like 40 minutes a shulker box if you're chopping the tree manually. There's not really a great way to farm acacia logs. It's just it's honestly, acacia is like one of the worst trees to chop. I'd say mangrove and nether are definitely worse than acacia, but acacia's up there, dude. Acacia's not a fun one to chop. Currently working on a mountain too, just checked, and it's gonna be just under 600,000 blocks. Okay, Jan, you got a mountain. I got a hill compared to that. Actually, mine here says, if you look at that, like that count is usually off your total items, unless you're building it in super flat. Because this one technically says it's 550,000 blocks, but that includes all of the stuff below that I never landscaped, so. At least it's only 7 shulkers. Yeah, but that Rofo, that's still like, I don't know the math. 3 shulker boxes is 2 hours, so that's still 4 hours, 5 hours, let's say, of straight acacia log chopping. Like, that's a lot of acacia logs. And I don't think that even accounted for how much acacia wood I need too. So it's gonna be a problem. I would rather farm pale oak and dark oak and spruce over that any day. Honestly, I think what we really need is parity between Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. Because on Bedrock Edition, if you have haste 2 and efficiency 5, guess what you can do? You can instant mine a log. Yeah. Can't do that. Can't do that on Java Edition. Bedrock's got all the fun features. Or make an acacia farm. Ugh, Laura. Ugh. You think I would stoop that low? No. No, I got this weird thing where I just love to spend a lot of time on something stupid and complain about doing it the entire time. Whether that's in video games or life. Yeah, that's just like, it's just a trait I have. My wife loves it. So, yeah. I really like Minecraft not revolving around farms. Because at that point, for me, a lot of people are like, oh, wow, you build it in creative and then you come and build it back in survival. Aren't you just doing the same thing twice? Going through the process of doing all the resource gathering before I build it again makes it feel like I'm not doing the same thing twice. But if I just do the resource gathering through AFKing at farms, so I finish designing in creative and then I just go and AFK around the world and then I come in and just build the thing, that to me is gonna burn me out so fast. Like bone mealing lily pads. I know lily pads are a hot commodity on Java, and Bedrock just gets them for free, dude. And they have cauldrons that you can dye the water in. Unfair, man. Unfair. You've done it before for the tree, you can do it again. Yeah, but I transformed. If you remember, honestly, we could do that here after we chop all this stuff down. That could all just turn into acacia trees. But if you remember, when I was building the world tree, this entire birch forest here actually was flat across the entire thing, and I had acacia saplings stretching the entire platform. Like 3 blocks apart or 5 blocks apart per row, so that the trees could all grow. But then there's an entire just row of saplings, and it went like there was like 400 something saplings down at a time. I'm kind of doing that out here. Like we kind of have the start of an acacia blob going. So maybe we just need to like officialize that. Make it official, whatever. I don't don't know. Words. Oh, I know what words to say. Click the like button. Ha-ha! Got him. Yeah, we're gonna see how that all turns out. It'll be super great, super fun, super relaxing, super. Maybe a fun build project to add to your world is a place to chop trees so you can add some cool logging camp/cabins around it. Yeah, Valen, I've thought about doing that, but I really don't like the look of just like vanilla Minecraft tree blobs. So I try and limit them, like where I put them out in the world. So I definitely think I'd prefer to do something, and I also don't like the just having like a big grid of trees around. But maybe we have like an exception if we do like a very cool decorative forest around the outside, and the logging camp is like deep in the forest, and then we have like an area inside the forest that's just cleared out for saplings to be spammed around all over the place, but make sure there's like enough of a clearing around it so that it doesn't like get leaves stuck to the custom leaf trees. So yeah, we could look into doing that at some point. Mountain eater flip mode. Yeah. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. That's all I want to do today. Just num 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 num. I went and swam a mile and a half last night, and it felt so good. But oh my god, I was so sore when I woke up this morning and so hungry. And then I had breakfast and I got on the bike and biked 15 miles or something like that. And I'm like definitely starting to feel it now. I had a snack before stream started, but I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be so hungry after stream. I'm gonna be real hungry. Another pickaxe name, nom 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 nom. That sounds like a fortune pickaxe name. Not a silk touch pickaxe. Where would you consider placing that logging place? I feel like we could like do a dark oak one out here in the dark oak forest. Oh, that's a weird line. I must have deleted those chunks. Oh, never noticed that before. Because we could do like a dark oak one out here. I never really need to chop oak logs because I'm clearing so much terrain that's never an issue. But we could do an oak or birch one out here. The spruce is currently up here, so it could be cool to like build it into the mountain range as we go that way. Pale oak would probably be with the dark oak, and then acacia could probably stay out here or something, like transform this village. But then that'd be the whole island, so we need like a big acacia biome. So honestly, maybe that could go along the edge here once we start working in this region, or even like when we get up into this region. I don't know. I'm not in a rush to get them built. How are you with spicy food? How hot do you like your food? If I'm ordering Thai food or something, I'll typically get like a 2. So I'm not like super into spicy. And I definitely do not like hot wings. I like spice as long as it adds flavor. I feel like when you get into like spicy hot wings, that to me just tastes like you're just adding heat. You're not adding any flavor with the heat. You're just adding heat to show like how macho somebody is to handle it. And I don't care for that. But like jalapenos and a lot of like Asian spices and a lot of like Indian spice, I feel like you can't get the flavor without having that spice included into it. So in that case, I enjoy it because there's a result coming out of it that's not just adding heat to your food. You're adding like a lot of extra flavor through the heat. So for me, that is really, really yummy. And I'm very down for that. But when you get into the realm of just like adding heat for the sake of heat or spice for the sake of spice, I'm usually not there for it. But when it adds flavor, I'm very much in for it. So how about a mild buffalo sauce? I actually really do not like the taste of buffalo sauce. I've never liked buffalo sauce. I don't know why. I just have never enjoyed it. But like we grew jalapenos in our garden this year, and dude, they came out spicy. Like we've been picking some. Like we need to harvest the rest of them soon as the weather starts to turn. But oh wow, they got a kick to them, and it's been fun because like but the flavor in them is just like so bam. Barbecue sauce, I do like barbecue sauce. I wouldn't say barbecue sauce is spicy though. Like barbecue sauce can be spicy, but I wouldn't say it's spicy. Like I'd say like barbecue sauce, like at least if like the classic barbecue sauces would be spicy for some people in the Midwest who are like, pepper's spicy, you know? Like that's like white people spicy, which I can say as a white man. But like that's not really spicy. Like I know of a friend who thinks that like ranch has spice to it. I'm like, no. Like what are you talking about? Wow, Whip. Hey, I'm just saying people, the few people that I know from the Midwest that I've like hung out with a decent amount in person do not handle spicy food well. Now, y'all handle dairy super well, which I cannot do. But I've never really seen Midwest people that are like super into spicy stuff. I'm not saying you don't exist, but I'm saying from my personal experience, I haven't encountered too many. How much more clearing needs to be done? A lot. We gotta take this down like at least another 20, 30 layers or something stupid like that. The goal today is to get hopefully 2 rounds of 3 done. Because each time we take off a layer, it unfortunately makes the next one slightly larger. It'll start to get pretty consistent going down soon as the sheer cliff drop off starts. Or the portion of the mountain that I've already cut through because the river. Salsa's pretty spicy these days. Yeah. How many layers you planning on clearing today? Hopefully 6 bars. Hopefully 6. We'll see. Man, I gotta come bug y'all on the bakery event. But if I can get like 12 layers done a week, so like 2 different days where I clear out 6 layers each time, I'll be able to start actually building the mountain in a reasonable amount of time. Like that's not too bad. That's like 4 hours of my work week each week goes to mountain digging. I'm pretty okay with that. And then that when I actually get into the wanting to turn it into the video, then a lot of the grind work is already like everything we have here has been recorded in flashback, and so I'm just gonna like big old time lapse clear the entire thing and be like, okay, now we can start playing the video game. I think it's weird only because the Midwest is obsessed with it. I'm not. What? Wait, what? I missed the first part. It's a weird salad dressing that people put on. Oh, ranch. I like spicy things that just turn bright red and cry. There's a We have a biryani place that we have ordered from a few times somewhat near to us. And it's like, it's so incredibly spicy. Like even just like the 1 star is like, I'm sweating, dude. Like it's so incredibly spicy, but it tastes so good. And my wife was talking to her manager who's from India, and she was saying that they live a decent distance away from us, and they're like, no, like if we want like legit biryani, like we go and order from there. And I felt so much more like, okay, like I'm doing pretty good then. I was like, if that's where they're going to like get like the true, the like as real as they can find it here in the greater Seattle area, I was like, all right, I'm doing pretty good then. Isn't ranch mostly an American thing? Oh, ranch is such an American thing. That's America's culture right there. Don't you go making fun of ranch. Put it on a salad, put it on a burger, dip your tater tots into it, dip your french fries into it, your chicken nuggies, everything. Just drink it straight out of the bottle. Don't do that. Ranch and cheese curds. See, before I ever went to the Midwest for the first time, I found out I was lactose intolerant. So I've never actually had cheese curds, but I do. One of my good buddies is from the Midwest, and he definitely loves them. We lived together for a good while in college, and he was really big on just getting like shells, like noodle, like pasta shells, and what was it? Cottage cheese, I think. Isn't that a big Midwest thing? Just like cook some pasta shells and then mix in cottage cheese. What? No? Oh, well. I don't know.
Pleased to meet you.
Maybe I'm exposing him for something.
_F_whip heart __F_whip cozy.
Joel, thank you for the 25 months,
Pleased
dude. I
to meet
appreciate
you.
you.
Whip heart whip cozy.
Cottage cheese is also huge here, especially stuffed in pasta noodles. Thank you, Ash. Okay. Maybe Liz is the weird one. Doesn't like ranch, doesn't like cottage cheese. Are you even from the Midwest, Liz? I'm just kidding. My coastal side is showing. No, dude, Chick-fil-A sauce is definitely really, really good. But I actually had a Popeyes. What, Popeyes? No. I think it was, no. I think it was Popeyes. Chicken sandwich recently for the first time, because there's only one in the greater Seattle area, and it's like on the pass. So we got it as we're coming home from a road trip recently. And dude, their chicken sandwich so much better than Chick-fil-A. Oh my god, the chicken and the breading and all that put Chick-fil-A to shame, but oh, the Chick-fil-A sauce is definitely better. Yeah, Popeye's definitely like standalone chicken sandwich, great. If you could get that and then go to, and like you stop by Chick-fil-A because you know they sell the sauce that you can just buy like a little 5-ounce thing to bring home, and then do that. You can just get in the delivery line. You get that, and then you're good to go to Popeyes for like a few trips at least before you run all the way through it, and then you get best of both worlds. Popeyes only beats them in sandwiches. That's it. Oh, I've never ordered anything else. This is my first time. I've been really into Japanese barbecue sauces recently. There's what is that brand? What is it? Japanese barbecue sauce. Bakken's. Yeah. Bachan. They sell it at Costco. Dude, oh my god, they're so good. All of them are so good. Hey, Waxrod, welcome on in, dude. You're making me hungry, sorry. Can you tell that I am also hungry? What's the number on your face cam? That's just the amount of members or subscribers we have. You level the mountain behind your house? Can I level the mountain behind your house? Yeah, dude, just get it in queue behind all these mountains. I'll be right over. Give me a few months. No, I only level my own mountains, sorry. Are you playing a build using copper golems, maybe something to pre-short shulker monsters in different categories? I really would like to use copper golems in Tough Haul over there. So I've decided that once the Copper Age update releases, we are going to be going to Tough Haul, and we're going to be doing quite a few episodes about copper. And I'm gonna have to mine a lot of tough, I'm sure. But yeah, so I want to in Tough Haul, I want to make a copper mine that we can have a lot of fun mine carts and things moving around and just like have a big old cool custom mine, because we already have the resin mine there. So I thought a copper mine out the other side into a different mountain could be kind of fun. And then so there won't be an actual like copper farm out there, but I do want to make a new copper factory that will have probably a honeycomb farm inside of it, just like a small tiny one, so there'll be always a little residual supply of it. Then we'll have some new copper aging facilities to add on top of what I already have going on, and then just like a whole copper storage room next to it that'll be all fully sorted by copper golems. That's my 3-part video series to enjoy the Copper Age release. And I will use copper golems to sort all of my copper. So we'll have a big old copper storage room with copper golems and copper and tough and halls and caves and minecarts. No David Copperfield, sorry. Probably no Davids. Okay, Cal, you're really pushing it here, dude.
Pleased to meet you.
I've been gifted 4 subs. Wild. I can't wait until my job search is over and I'll be working again so that I can reshare the love.
Hey, good luck on the job search, RJ. Thank you so much for the 3 months, dude. I really appreciate you. And I definitely appreciate you being willing to share the love back when you have the ability to, but absolutely no pressure whatsoever. If you're... Make sure that you're looking out for yourself first after you get the job search stuff done. But I do appreciate the support. Good to have you. And you'll get plenty of gunpowder while you do it. Yeah, I probably should use that as an opportunity to finish spawn proofing for the gunpowder farm. So we can actually have rockets, because right now it's just a sugarcane farm. But we shall see. Love my Minecraft dubstep. Just bopping. Okay, these originally, when they came out, I kind of was like mixed on them. The new like Minecraft, what's this one called? Pixel Drift, the new album that they released, and I'm enjoying it, dude. I'm in. I'm enjoying them. I like them for the stream. I've tried incorporating a few into videos. Sometimes it matches the vibe. Sometimes it's not super there, but I like them. My friends, click the like button over on YouTube if you have not already. We got 900 people in here, and we're almost at 600 likes. I really do appreciate y'all taking the time to do it. You're nearly done. Oh, super close. Nearly there. Nearly there, Rofo. Nearly there. With this layer. David Copperfield is an Empire's reference. Oh, yeah. No, I know. I know Pix has been talking about building a David 4.5 or something like that, because he's found a better way to even streamline it further. I think it no longer needs furnaces and shovels, and instead it needs shelves, or no, chiseled bookshelves. That's what it is. So he's found a way to improve David even further. I'm so happy that Pix is still like trying to figure out how to perfect the David Copperfield. Just like, it's such a good redstone project that's just so over the top and not needed, but at the same time it's so cool that I'm just like, I would never have any desire to build that thing, because the way that I age copper works perfectly fine now, especially that we have the full aged copper floor in it, that I just couldn't care less. But I do love it for Pix that he's like taken the time to do all that. I think that is absolutely awesome. Isn't he at V6 of David now? Oh, is it V6? He's a 6.5? Okay, I just had the wrong number in my brain. I knew it was a 0.5. I have a cozy doggo next to me. Oh. Dude, I was on the couch last night. No, not last night. Night before last. Playing Hollow Knight on my Steam Deck. Just chilling, having a great old time. And Nova came up and curled up right next to me, like at my feet. And so I was just there playing Hollow Knight. Just getting my butt absolutely kicked by a boss. I beat it, though. I beat it, dude. So I'm playing the first Hollow Knight, not Silksong, because I've never played it. And I just got the ability to do like the downward smash to break through things in the floor for those who have done it. So I beat that boss, which I think is the 4th boss, if I have to remember correctly. But I'm having so much fun with it, dude. The game is great. I've been really, really enjoying it. I've been having a great time. Emerald's still on the ground. I must get it. I got it. Don't worry, I got the emerald. It's right there. I got the emerald. Don't worry, guys. I got the emerald. It's right there. Soul Tyrant fun boss fight. Yeah, it took me a few times to realize that you could jump off of the walls at either end. So I kept getting bosses don't have proper numbers. Oh well, he's the, yeah, I got Desolate Dive. But yeah, so I kept trying to jump over the top of him and was nailing it sometimes. And I definitely thought that I had killed him before like the phase 2 starts. And then the first time I got into phase 2, I actually just beat it straight out there. I never died in phase 2, which was really nice to not have to redo all of that. But it takes me a second, like when I get back into playing, to actually like get good with the controls again, because Sid and I have been playing Overcooked on the Nintendo Switch, and the fact that Nintendo Switch has the A and the B and the X and the Y in reverse spots to what Xbox and the Steam Deck do will always mess with my brain. Always messes with my brain. So it takes me a good like 20 minutes to like recalibrate where my finger is to like hit the right button. And so that's why I was dying the first few times. But I got really good at that run back, dude. I was so good at that run back, just dodging where those floaty dudes would spawn in that shoot the balls at you that explode. Oh, hated those guys. The later bosses are going to be fun. They kicked me so many times. Yeah, I'm in for it. I love really challenging video games. I mean, I love Elden Ring. The thing that got me interested in finally checking out Hollow Knight, because I'm usually not a huge platformer fan, was how much people were talking about how difficult Silksong was. Which I know a lot of people have been like, oh my god, I'm quitting. Silksong is terrible. It's too difficult. I can't do it. Like, there's been a lot of that, to the point where the devs are even like, okay, we have to nerf some things, which... Or they even like wrote an article being like, hey, maybe because it's so hard, you're not actually doing the fight right. Like, they're like, have you tried exploring around to see if there's other ways to get stronger before you fight that thing? Which is funny that the devs had to come out and say that. But the idea that Silksong was so difficult is actually what made me want to get the game. people quitting Silksong aren't built for it. I definitely understand being like, okay, I love the first one and I was able to work my way through the first one. There's a little bit of a challenge, but like overall, like you could get it eventually. To going from that to something that's more true Souls-like, where like, no, you, by buying this game, you do not guarantee that you're going to beat the game. Like, I think there is a difference. Like, there's a difference in like the type of player who gets attracted to those things. And so I understand people being upset about it and wanting something a little easier, but like when they're in it for the story and then the game doesn't have a story mode difficulty, I get that. But I'm also a big believer that I know there's a lot of people that are like, no, if I buy the video game, I should be able to beat the video game to explore the whole story. But I'm like, no, that's kind of part of the challenge of video games, is that you don't get things handed to you. Like there's a puzzle that you have to figure out how to complete the puzzle. And then you can beat the game. But you don't, like, you can't just like buy a puzzle and be like, yeah, it's too complicated for me. I don't want to solve it. Somebody solve it for me. And then you just get a finished puzzle. Like there's no reward in that. Like you just spent money for no reason. So I'm very much on the side of if you're buying a video game, that doesn't mean that you will beat the video game. Or I know a lot of people tend to think that like if I buy this game, I will be beating this game. When you build with different build styles or time periods in the same world, how do you approach accounting for this in the lore? Do you choose an early world building element project that you would think to progress with the technology of the world? I am more on the side of in this world, if I want to do something more technologically advanced, I introduce it as a bit of like a fantasy race and take it more into how World of Warcraft kind of approaches magic and technology, where eventually things get shared around. It's not uncommon in World of Warcraft for there to be a sailboat and a steamboat sitting in the same harbor. Or there's a normal sailboat and then there's a helicopter flying over the top of it and then there's an airship. Like it all kind of fits into the fantasy world. Like they're still using the old styles because they still fit properly. So I'm not somebody who typically goes back to redo things, but like we just finished up the village down here, this guy that's very solar punky, so very much more like a futuristic-y vibe. But I'm kind of just saying that like we have that technology in the world already with like the piping and those types of things with the dwarven village that I made a long time ago. So I basically just inverted how the dwarves use their technology down there to make all their machines, their piping and everything, to the people on the solarpunk island. Just figured out how to use solar power instead of like coal furnaces. And the logic of that is Minecraft has daylight sensors in the game, so by Minecraft lore, solar power exists. So therefore, it's okay to exist in this world. And that's kind of, if it's something that exists within Minecraft, I just say that it's fine to use, as long as it's like hits the aesthetic that I want to go for. So like technically electricity exists because redstone. Solar power exists because that. Daylight sensors. Furnaces means that there's a way for steam power and like big like smelteries and things like that all happen in here. So like all those things exist in Minecraft by the basin itself. So I kind of just say if it exists in there, then it exists in my world lore. Solarpunk dwarves have always been such a cool concept to me. I really loved in Rings of Power where they showed the dwarves using all of the... I loved all the shots like inside the mountain for the dwarves in Rings of Power, and how they had their like the big issue that they had was that they were using the inside of the mountain to grow crops to feed everybody. But then obviously there was the issue that caused all of their sun shafts, I believe they called them, to break and cave in. So they no longer had access for the sun. And so they had to dig new sun shafts to be able to get sunlight to come in. But then once they did that, they then used mirrors to move all of the lights around in there so that they could get access the light where they needed into the fields, which I thought was such a clever way of having dwarves still using a solar power something to grow crops instead of like being like, okay, we have an outside dwarven area, but no, everything is existing in the mountain in this cave that we've dug out, and we all live in here, happy days. But also, we grow crops in here because it's fine, and they can exist in here because we've brought sunlight into the mountain. And I thought that was such a cool way of talking about it and showcasing that, of just like how the society lives. And I was like, I gotta figure out how to do that at some point. But said tech is used less in here. I mean, yeah, I would say it's more of like a, in terms of like where tech is used or isn't used, I was trying like the redstone-y stuff and like all of that very much gets associated with the dwarves in here. So if I want to start introducing it in somewhere else, it very much comes in with like a dwarven influence coming into the structures. Or if I want to make it work for somebody who's like an alchemist or something, like I'm just going to give them things. Like I will always let the builds, as long as they don't go too abstract with the theme, I'm always going to let builds that I make take priority over world lore to help shape it all. Like within reason. I'm not going to put like a modern building right next to a medieval house or something. But if the medieval house has a theme of like, in the city we have an apothecary who has big like tanks sticking out the roof of their house that they would use for brewing potions and things like that. Like that's in there for the more fantastical building vibe of, from the outside you can tell what the structure is without needing to read a sign. Why do you say safely digging? Because last time we were digging we popped a totem and I don't want to do that again. So now we're safely digging. Because if I say I'm safe, I definitely can't pop a totem. Start going this way now. Why? Because we can. Sometimes you just gotta change the angle that you're digging, and it makes the digging that much better. We're definitely through most of this layer, though. Pig, dude. What is with all these animals just jumping right in front of my pickaxe? I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Okay, I guess we have to sweep. Are you going to name this totem? I already named it. Yeah, we're good. We've got the 3-tem of Undying. Last time we had the 2-tem of Undying. Now we have the 3-tem of Undying. I'm just going to use that as to count how many totems we pop in the world. And if we get to 10 tem of Undying, that could be good. That's honestly pretty good. Not a totem, it's a 10-tem. After we get through the teens, that's when we'd probably have to come up, because like 21 tem of Undying doesn't really sound that great. I hope we never hit the 10 tem of Undying, but you know. Or actually I hope that we do eventually, because if we never hit it, that means probably something else worse happened. But we got to get there eventually. Like, we got to get to 1,000 likes eventually. Woo! Click the like button. Yay! Whee! By the way, has anybody checked out Fellowship yet? It's in an open beta this weekend. I don't know if that's up anybody's alley here, but any WoW nerds out there, I think I'm in. They basically made running dungeons in World of Warcraft into a game itself without anything else to it, and I think I'm in. Is chunk-based considered cheating? That's for you to make that decision. Nobody else can tell you what is or isn't cheating in your Minecraft world. If you're okay with using it and you want to use it, go for it and use it. Don't let anybody else tell you how to play your game. I'll be checking out work orders all weekend. I'm assuming that means not fun stuff. Totem is also amazing. Whatever happened to the Adventures of Tintin? Is that book comic series still around? I love those as a kid, dude. Fellowship and action roguelike. I just googled it. I think so. It's basically they took the Mythic Plus system from World of Warcraft and turned it into its own game. They just took the entirety of Mythic Plus in World of Warcraft and just turned it into a 4-player dungeon running thing. And that was all I heard, and I said I'm in. That sounds good to me. Nothing else I really care for. That's the only reason why I like to play WoW anyways. In theory, I like to raid in WoW, but then I have to deal with people. I can deal with my buddies, and I've got 4 buddies who constantly will play games, and they're great to play with. But then you have to get into the realm of dealing with 10 or 20 people, and some of those are people who I just do not know, and like you just find them on the internet, and you never know what you're gonna get. You can kind of guess, especially if they're a sweaty WoW player, and it's usually just is not fun. It just takes a lot of the fun out of it and turns it more into very job-like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not in for it. But now 5-man content with my buddies, I'm all there for it. That's great. That's like one of the best video games out there, I would honestly think. Best forms of gaming. But I also really, really love PvE gaming. I'm not a big PvPer. Raiding is fun if you don't have a job. If you don't have a job and you have a lot of, and you like are good friends with everybody in the group, yeah, it's good. Like I've been playing Mop Classic recently, and me and my buddies joined this guild that this dude was trying to run and build up a team, and so he needed like 5 people to finish out a team, and so we were like, cool, we have 5 people and the raid time works for us on a weekend, why not? We'll be like semi-consistent. But like, and so he was like, sure, that sounds great, whenever you guys want to show, you can, otherwise we'll just find random people. And we were in there doing the first raid with them, and like instantly the raid leader, I was just like, I'm not gonna vibe with this dude. Like how he was talking and everything, I was like, I am not gonna vibe with this guy at all. This is gonna end poorly. And then we're like halfway through and he's like calling some strategy on something, and I'm like, hey, what if we did it this way? And one of his buddies just like starts like like into the mic, like actually saying that, like just making sounds. Like anytime I talked, he would like just try and like talk super loud so nobody could hear me. And I was just like, okay, I see that we're acting like 5-year-olds. This is great. This is super fun. I called him out on it, and I was like, this is stupid, dude. This is so dumb. Like like what are you guys doing? And I have not played with that group since. I was like, I'm not doing this. The super funny small world, though, was that when World of Warcraft had Season of Discovery, was a game mode that was out a little while ago, like a year and a half ago. It might have been last summer, actually. But I was playing on that, and I was having a good time because it was pretty low time commitment. And then I ended up needing to look for a new group of people to play with. And I ended up finding one that just by happenstance had 4 Minecraft developers from the Redmond office here in the Seattle area where they started the guild. And so they, like, I didn't know that at all. And so like I randomly joined. I joined their Discord to jump in a call with them and like hang. And they were like, okay, who's this guy playing WoW that like named himself Whip? Like, who is this imposter? All right, let's see what this dude is. Like, maybe he's a Minecraft fan, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then they saw my actual official Discord account, join the Discord server, and one of them just pings me and goes, wait, you're actually him? And I was like, wait, what do you mean? And then they're like, jump in the call. And then I started chatting with them, and they're like, so blah, blah, blah here was at the Redmond office 2 years ago. He left. He works for this game studio now. Me, blah, 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 all work on the Bedrock team here in Redmond. We all, like, know you. But I just, like, this is such a small world. But I ended up playing with them for, like, a year, probably. A year, like, no, like 9 months. Until it ended up just dissolving into something else. But I was like, that's such a weird small world of, like, all of the people. It wasn't even like a West Coast or Seattle area server. Like, we were all playing on an East Coast server because we all just happened to have started there because we had friends who started over there and the ping wasn't that bad. So we're like, okay, we can play here. And all the friends quit, and it was just our groups left, and so they needed more people. And I was like, yeah, well, I'll join in. They're good dudes. They're fun. But it was like, this is such a small world. The F stands for false. True. That's exactly what it stands for. Yeah, I've definitely realized me playing video games. I think it's because I'm a content creator. And like talking on stream is very, I can't not talk when I'm playing video games. Like, I can't not do it, dude. Even if I like if I'm ever playing a game with like people I don't know, like I will default to like calling things out or talking about what's going on or trying to like talk and communicate and like have a strategy going. Even my buddies know that if like I'm ever like, I will not stop talking. If I'm in person, I don't talk that much, but if I'm playing video games, I do not shut up. And I think that's because of streaming. But I talk a lot. And so if I ever get into a group where people are like, just shut up, sit in the corner, like stop talking, I'm always just like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't even do it on purpose. But then I'm like actively thinking, but like, don't talk, don't talk, don't talk. And then I'm like, I'm not having fun anymore. You ever play Ark? I've tried Ark a few times. It's never really been that fun for me. I'm not a big fan of that type of survival game. Like Rust and Ark, I do not enjoy. And those kind of all fall into that same, very much like, I like survival games that are based around building. I don't like survival games that are based purely around surviving and getting stronger. That's the reason why I like Minecraft as a sandbox game so much, is Minecraft is based around building. Sure, you can get your character to be stronger. Sure, you can get enchanted gear. You can get all those things. You can build your farms. But all of that in the long term is purely based around being able to more efficiently gather and do things so you can build and do things more efficiently. Like, that to me is how Minecraft endgame works, is you're not I mean, sure, you're pretty strong and can do that, but like Minecraft endgame really revolves around speeding up the rate at which you can get things, not just being stronger than the things around you. Which I really, really like how that translates in Minecraft. Bryce Planet, thanks for the 37 months. Excellent name. 10 out of 10 name. Do you play as Fwip? Yeah, if I can't think of a different name, I usually just put Fwip in as my name for whatever account I'm on. I don't care if you ever run across me on a video game or somebody named Fwip, like, feel free to send me a message. I don't care. Like, you can, it's fine. Just don't spam like crazy, but if you send a message and be like, oh my god, hi. Like, I've been leveling a character on WoW before, and I was just like running around in the world doing some quests, and somebody ran by me on their mount, went like way down the road, 180'd and came back and said, oh my god, are you actually him? And I said, yeah, hi, how's it going? And you get, oh my god, hi, can I take a screenshot? And then they ran off. I'm like, yeah, well, cool. So I don't, if you ever see me play another video game, like, if it's ever something where like it's like, I jump in calls with people a lot often for like, especially WoW stuff. Like, you have to be in Discord calls a lot for being able to talk with people and all those things. I definitely am much more relaxed and not family friendly when I'm hanging out in there, so don't expect the same. But yeah, I'm chilling. That's me in my leisure time. I'm not in work mode.
Keep it real.
Thanks for the relaxing stream to end the workday.
Hey, Minecraft Biker, thanks for the dono, dude. Happy Friday. I don't stream, but I'm neurodivergent. I just yap a lot while playing video games. My husband pokes fun at me about it and says he's gonna just put a camera and a mic in front of me one day. I'll have to do that to Sid when she's watching a TV show. She's it's so funny, but anytime we're watching a show together, it's one of those where like be prepared to pause the show and talk about questions or things going on all the time. And so it turns watching a TV show into like a full interactive environment, which is fun. We got 1,100 people in stream right now. Woohoo! Click the like button if you haven't, friends. Appreciate it. Dude, we're almost done with this layer. Oh yeah, it only took 2 hours. Well, an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, a little less because we had to clear out. We had to repair all of our tools. We're definitely going to be over 4 million blocks by the time we end all of these mountains. Well over 4 million blocks mined. And then we got to start the nether dig. Aren't you all so excited for the nether digging? We need to clear the space before we can build the cyberpunk city. There's a lot of digging that needs to be done in that nether. That's for sure. I looked up stone grading on Google to double check my blocks, and it gets ideas if I missed any. First result is a strange guy named Flip. Yeah, he probably knows what he's talking about. Are you excited for the nether dig? No. I'm excited to have the nether hub moved under the roof. Like, I'm really excited to bring the nether hub back into the nether, but I'm like not excited all right now about the idea of actually doing that in survival. I'm excited about planning it and getting it all like implemented and looking super cool and all that, but like I'm not excited currently about two. A twofer, but I'm not really excited at all currently about actually, you know, digging. Actually, it's not so much the digging. That's fine. That's just brain off. Don't fall in lava. Carry a fire resist pot. Deal with hoglins. Win. Like, that's fine. That's easy. That's just time. The resource gathering list for those cyberpunk buildings is going to suck. That's where it's not going to be fun. So we will see how that all comes together. Look at all these blocks I don't have to mine. Oh, I love caves. Just throwing out the stone until we finish it. day. Results are gonna be worth it. Oh, I hope so. I'm really like, I think again, like I think it's gonna be a really cool build to have in the world. I think it's just one where that time to make it. I feel like for me, I'm at a point right now where I'm feeling this like desire to do these really, really, really big projects. And I'm super excited about implementing those into the world and getting all of them done, like the mountains that we're doing, the cyberpunk city in the nether. Like that's something that like, I don't want to just introduce it with a tiny building. Like I want to like the first episode of that, especially since we've been designing it in creative, a lot of it, like that needs to be a big wow video. Like that needs to be like a whole section of the city, like not fully surrounding the tree, but like that whole wall that we've been planning so far. Like I want that thing to be done in the first video, so I can basically so I can get a cool thumbnail. But like, also there's the next layer down. Woo! But what that brings with it is a lot of like stress for me in terms of I really try to stick to weekly videos, and I can't do that and do that big of a project unless I just like full send, which I'm trying to not do. So it's like a it's a weird balancing act if I'm trying to figure out how to do it in a way that will, you know, look at this weird little like, ew, dude, ew, ew, look at all that, ew, ew. Let's see if that person. One second. F3A. All right, sorry, the dev told me how to fix. Let me see if we can fix this. They said if I unload all of the chunks that we're working in over there, that should reload all the LODs. And then it should be fine. Fully rendering glitch? Yeah, it's Voxy is having an issue. Okay, so it looks like that did fix. Alright. F3A did not work, but moving away to render and re-import did work. Tried downgrading to the last public release after to see what's happening there. Not, but hadn't noticed it before getting this newer version. One second. Sorry, I'm just trying to give the dev as much info as I can because Voxy is cool. Oh, no. Oh, don't open the jar. Okay. Sorry. We can dig now. Fly gently. So I should not look where I'm flying. I should look where I'm digging. Dig, 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 dig. I think I liked going around the entire outside like I did last time, so it's just the stone, and then we don't have like little strips of dirt at the end. I feel like inventory management wise, it's probably the best call because I don't care about keeping the stone much anymore. I've already filled up like 10, 15 shulkers of stone. I mean, it'd be great to keep it, but I just don't have a place to store it very easily without going to farm more shulker boxes. So maybe we do that next week. We could look into doing a end rating stream. Would anybody be interested in an end rating stream sometime next week? And we just go get a ton of shulker shells? My plan of walls of barrels. I guess I could also just expand the barrel storage that I have set up for stone. But is barrels more efficient than just like a double chest of shulker boxes, like lag wise, versus 54 barrels? That would be cool. Okay, maybe we get a little end raid and scheduled in. See if I can find some spot for it on the schedule, you know? Very, very, very. Making resume while also watching flip. Adulting while youthing. Hey, watching Minecraft content can be very adult. I mean, you could do barrels of shulker boxes. True. True. You could also incorporate more stone into builds. Oh, I'm getting more stone out of this than I can ever put down in places. It's not about incorporating more stone into builds. It's we've mined 2.4 million stone and I've picked up over 1 million and I've only placed 289,000. So I currently have over 700,000 stone sitting in a storage room. It's not about incorporating a little bit more stone into storage or something like that, into builds. Like a stack or two here and there is not gonna do much when we're filling up a shulker box every 10 minutes when we're mining this thing down. So I'm just at the end game level in this world where we are operating in such extreme resource counts, especially with how much like of the world I want to landscape and change, that I really need to, like, I feel like what I should do eventually is create an end bulk storage. When we finally get like end things going, maybe I do like a nether bulk storage. That could probably be better, but end we can use water if we need to move things around. Nether could also be good because then it's just in a different dimension, but that would also take away from my storage room philosophy. But in terms of like getting things accessible, could be good. You think is great. Recommend to all adults. I'm gonna fill a shulker of that. I'm not keeping any of these actually. But anyways, we have a lot of blocks, and I need blocks that I do not have. What close by landmark do you find the most ugly? Honestly, it was probably this valley, which is why I really want to fix it up so much. It's like the river itself is a cool flow down the middle, but just I was showing the viewers something, sir. Ugh. How rude. So rude. But yeah, so I need to do all that. Is JoJo still in Misadventures? Technically, yeah. I don't know what else is up. Did she join Minecraft recently? I thought I saw that. I got an invite there, but I didn't feel like I wanted to be a part of it. I don't know. Have any of y'all been watching the new Minecraft crack series? I think I technically still have an open invite if I were want to join, but it gives me weird vibes. But I'm curious to hear what y'all think before I say anything further. Has anybody been watching the Minecraft revival SMP that they're running? Tried but couldn't get into it. Mog Swamp's on it. Is Mog actually playing on it? I know I guess if you all have that info, I know that Mog has said that he would be playing, but he told me he was kind of a maybe. Watch Dallas and Python play? No. And no mixed feelings on it, but saying good luck and hopefully it goes well. The OG cast missing is meh. That's my big issue with it, Valen Knight. I that's what I was gonna say too, is I feel like it's a bunch of people who are not on Minecraft who are using Minecraft's name to try and be popular. And I don't like that. But also there are some OG Minecraft players on there, so I hope they would have talked to the original people and been like, hey, can we like use the name? Like, are you all cool with that? Like, I'm sure, I hope that conversation happened, but I don't know, man. Like, why not just call the SMP something else? Like, why did it have to be called Minecraft? I feel like it kind of puts this, for me, there was already an initial negative in like I already had a bad taste in my mouth about the series when I heard about it originally, when they were like, oh yeah, we're bringing Minecraft back, and I was like, oh cool, like who's on it? And then they only listed a few of the original members. I was like, okay, how many zombies are we getting out of these caves, dude? What's Minecraft? It's Hermitcraft before Hermitcraft. Yeah, I feel like if they just called it anything other than Minecraft, I would have been like, yeah, get it, guys. Go kick some butt. Yeah, go get all them views. But now that it's just called Minecraft, I'm like, I don't know. Never seen the original one. Yeah, if you were like OG Minecraft viewer, you probably have seen the original, but like they're like old school Let's Plays. Like that was like the first Minecraft SMP that really like picked up. And it definitely views like that. It definitely views like old school Minecraft videos where people recorded for 20 minutes and called it a video. So like, it doesn't hold up to current content standards unless you have the nostalgia for it, I guess is the big thing. And I didn't watch too much of it. Well, didn't mean to fall down here. Oopsies. But like, wish them all the best. I hope it works out. I don't know. It's one of those where I'm like, I don't think it's for me. It'd be the same if like if like Sausage reached out to me and was like, hey, can I make Empire Season 3? And I was just like, who all's gonna be on it? And he was like, oh, I'm gonna go invite people, a whole new cast. And I'd be like, nah, I don't know. No, I would prefer if you don't use the name. Like, I feel like that's how I'm feeling about it. But I don't know. That's more me. Have you ever dug out a 1000 by 1000? Not specifically, but I've probably dug that many blocks. I don't like digging out giant boxes unless I have a reason. And I don't really care to make perimeters or things. Yeah, sorry, no video yesterday. There will be 2 videos next week, though. Waiting on approval on one of them because it is a sponsor video, but there will be also a main hardcore video tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, sorry. No, not tomorrow. Next Thursday. Same way I feel about rebooted animated movies. Okay, but animated movies I feel like are a different category. I can definitely see where you're at on that. Like, that's kind of how I felt about like the new Toy Story. Not Toy Story, sorry. Honestly, that's just kind of me in any movies coming out nowadays. I don't want to see the same story retold. I want new stories. And I want new stories that are good. Like, not just a new story for the sake of being a new story. Looking at you, Pixar. But like, I want a new story that's actually like well thought out and good, and you know, like K-pop Demon Hunters level. Not what was the one that Pixar released? I couldn't even tell you the name of it, but it did so bad in the box office that one of the PR people got angry on social media and was mad at the fans for not watching it. What was that? Elio, yeah, Elio. Yeah, where one of the actual people who worked on the movie, I think on the PR campaign, tweeted out saying, if you want new stories, you have to go and watch new stories and support them at the movie theater. But like, didn't really come through and say that actually that story in the movie was pretty flat. Like, it wasn't really innovative. There was nothing new about it. I felt like it was a movie that you'd seen 1,000 times over. Sure, it could have been cool and cute, but it wasn't new. It wasn't enough to like get people's attention. Did like K-pop Demon Hunter watched it because you said to? Dude, it's so good. It's one of those where like most people are like, I don't know about that, but oh my god, dude, it pops off. It goes hard. Coco's getting a sequel crazy. Yeah, I'm okay with sequels. I don't want retellings. Like how Harry Potter is redoing the movies as a TV show. I get it if you're a big Harry Potter fan. I'm not. So it's not for me to begin with. But like, no, don't do that. Why can't we, instead of retelling Harry Potter over again, why can't we go through another news story in that world like they did with the Fantastical Beasts, where it went into like the past, where Dumbledore was young and all that. Like, I thought those movies were great. I actually liked those more than I liked Harry Potter. So like, I would prefer to see more stuff like that, like stories within the universe. It's like Mandalorian versus redoing Star Wars 4, 5, 6 in modern CGI. You know, like, sure, there could be a cool nostalgia for that, of being like, wow, this is what it would look like if it was made today. But like, no, it's just, modern movies and everything are so based around like needing to appeal to a fandom in order to be successful, which sucks. But it also feels like they're not willing to risk it on new things. Like, I feel like in the early 2000s, there were movies coming out left and right that were just about anything. They're just like, you would never see a movie like a Scary Movie released today. Like Scary Movie 3, 1, 2, or 3 would not release today. Movies like Dodgeball, I feel like would not come out today because they're just so ridiculous. But like, that type of like comedy movie, I feel like doesn't really happen anymore, because they're trying to play it so safe with like making sure it's something that already has people's attention. Star Wars sequel era was so bad. I feel like I watched them again somewhat recently, and they weren't as bad as I remembered them being. I did appreciate them telling a new story and like giving it a shot though. Like, I appreciate that side. But like, I feel like Star Wars is actually doing a really good job of existing in the universe without really retelling things. The only thing I don't like about Star Wars right now is that everything always comes back to the Skywalkers. And I want some other family than the Skywalkers to be the central point of all of it. Like, I feel like that's what ruined the newest trilogy for me. Was I was like, okay, I get it. This is a little weird. All right. And then she changed her last name to Skywalker. Like, why? How long has slime not been needed in Leeds? A few months. know exactly, to be honest. I felt like they told the same story, just different characters. Yeah, there definitely was an element of that, too. There's a lot of... Hey, not as bad as Rebel Moon, though. Oh, I watched a YouTube video yesterday that was talking about how Rebel Moon is just, like, fully copying Star Wars. And they were playing a side-by-side of the movies. And, dude, it's, like, shot for shot. Like... Oh, I thought Rebel Moon was actually, like, bad, but, like... good enough to watch, you know? Like I was invested enough to, like, if I had nothing else to do, I could zone out on the couch and watch Rebel Moon. And then some YouTuber did a side-by-side shot comparison of, like, the start of the movies compared to, like, the start of 4 and 5 of Star Wars, and it's like like pan to the main character working in desert, pan to them doing something, pan to their face looking up at the sky, pan to giant planet in the sky. Like the only difference was Star Wars had 2 planets and the Rebel Moon has 1 planet that's bigger. It's just like, oh my god. That's just fully copying the Star Wars, like not even trying to make it different, just fully said, hey, you know what, I watched Star Wars, let's just redo it. Oh yeah, Rofo, this will be done tomorrow. Expect the video building up the mountain again back on Sunday. I should, no issue at all, be done by then, easy. Just needed a little rant and dig sesh today, you know? That's apparently what I needed on Friday. I also have to intro and outro next week's video, but other than that, it's done, so I'm pretty excited. And then I can start working on the next one. Woo! I think it was supposed to be a Star Wars movie, but it got canceled. Probably because they just copied the same thing as Star Wars, and they realized they'd already done that once and it didn't work out. Yeah, I don't know. How much farther do you have to take the mountain down? I mean, part of this needs to go all the way down to water level. There. It's gonna get really, really wide for a while. That was a little leggy. We're rendering in the... So we actually don't have too many blocks left to go. We've got to get to here where the schematic starts. And then this is probably the highest grass level. So what's that? 111. And we're up at 141. So we got 30 blocks to go down before we start chiseling away to shape it. So we got 30 blocks of straight down, and then then it'll start getting a lot skinnier as we're moving. So we're making progress. Fair rant and dig sesh is a good thing for everyone every once in a while. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think after this, I grab some lunch and then I jump on the bakery server. Hopefully somebody's there to help me get my account linked so I can actually do things. And then I'll see what's going on with the build team, see if anybody's got anything going for lime green, and then got a show in the city tonight, so I'm going into the city. Yeah, that just means I'm leaving my house in a few hours. Well, we'll be above the schematic air blocks. Like some old Republic content for Star Wars. Yeah, I really want like an old school, like I like the current Mandalorian series, like it's been good, but I really want there to be like an old Mandalorian. like when Mandalore is like at its prime. I feel like that could be a really, really cool show. Or a movie, even just like a one-off movie of like the rise of Mandalore or something like that. Like go real ancient Star Wars technology, so like they still have like superpowers and tech and all that stuff, you know? But something like that could be really fun. When are you getting back to New Papyrus? Soon. After Acolyte got canceled, I don't think that we will. Yeah. I actually never watched Acolyte, so, you know, I'm part of the problem of why I got canceled, but I heard it was decent. I heard that you had to get through a few episodes and then it was actually decent, but still just, like, not the best writing. So, who knows? I actually, like, not many of the shows actually made it through very far. Like, the Obi-Wan show, like, I only made it halfway through. I never actually finished it. But I think I got distracted with something else. So maybe I'll have to go pick that up again and redo it. I got a lot of digging ahead of me, so I need some TV shows to watch. So maybe Obi-Wan's the way to go. But honestly, if they did, like, a Clone Wars style animated show about the past, I feel like that could go hard. I want them to bring back the Clone Wars animators. Oh, they did such a good job. This is too safe. Sorry. Let me just throw my armor down. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. This is stupid. Obi-Wan is getting a season 2. Yeah, Obi-Wan's my only hope to make it through this dig. Have you ever watched Star Wars Rebels? I have, yeah. Yeah, that was good. I feel like the connection between Rebels and Ahsoka is probably the reason like there might be a little bit of a loss on that. Because in order to like really understand what's going on in the Ahsoka storyline, like you really had to watch Rebels. So I feel like that is probably a weird one of just... I like the stories being like all true to lore and all that, but when you get, there's a lot of people who don't enjoy animated shows. I don't know why. Animation is such a cool art form. But then you kind of have there's like a difference in it, just like in viewers between live action versus animated. So when you kind of cross them back and forth, I feel like that can kind of have some issues with the fan base. Doing a Maul series. Ooh, that would be cool. I honestly, like, as much as he was the bad guy, Darth Maul is like one of my favorite people in Star Wars. I don't know why. As a kid, I loved Darth Maul. I think it's because he just did flips and had a double-sided lightsaber, so I was like, dude, he's so cool. Yeah, Maul coming back in Clone Wars too is like also just oof. They just did a good job. Clone Wars in itself is just such a that dude. What is it? Season 7, the final season of Clone Wars is like one of the best seasons of a TV show ever. But you have to watch like season 1 through 6 in order to get it and like really be there for it. But oh my god, the last like what 3 episodes of the final season of Clone Wars, just dude, they are just like perfect television. the fight scenes and all those, and like the timelines interchanging across the board, and what you can can't you watch it, didn't somebody like figure out how to watch it alongside like episode 3 and like get the timing so you're going back and forth and getting the scenes down and everything, and oh dude, it's so good. Rebels definitely had some rough points, but overall I feel like it was decent. Could have had less childish storytelling, but like overall the show was, I felt, pretty solid. As far as like, there were definitely some boring moments, and I think it's because they had a few too many like beach episode type vibes where it just like doesn't really matter to the story. And there was a lot of filler that went into it that was not really for me too much. Star Wars is just so oversaturated and used that it doesn't have much charm anymore. Oh yeah, no, Apotheosis. I'm with you. Like, we need new stories. I'm very much on team of new stories. I like the universe that it's in, but I also think we need new stories which like are not connected to existing. I don't think the Star Wars universe is overused. I feel like there's a lot that can still be pulled and stories that can be told from within the universe. Basically just like keeping the existing like alien races and like ships and like overall theme, but just like maybe having some that aren't centered around the Empire and the Skywalkers. Like that I feel like there's so much potential there. There's so much potential in like in the universe as a whole of like what could make really, really cool storylines and such easy places to draw on and everything. Like, how many planets have we seen just like a single glimpse of? Like, there has to be something going on that planet. But I also don't like a big thing with like a lot of space TV shows and things, which like makes sense for them, even video games, which makes sense from like a development side and like a ease of access side. But a lot of times they just kind of say like, okay, you're on this planet, and the planet is one biome. Like the entire planet, maybe the top half, the northern hemisphere, is all forest, and then the southern hemisphere is all grasslands. And then there's just like, but like if you look at our planet, like how many different environments and biomes and like areas exist, whereas they default very quickly to like each planet is just like, you know, you're on Tatooine because it's sandy, you know, you're on Lothal because there's big grass fields everywhere, like there's, you know, you're on Coruscant because there's a city. Like that's, I don't know, I feel like they need a lot more depth into each individual place, but that also is a lot more like taxing on the creators. About something like Bad Batch. I feel like Bad Batch season 1 I enjoyed. I didn't really like where it went after that. I don't think I ended up finishing the last one. I also did not like the girl, the main character. I found her super annoying. Just like frustratingly annoying and being like, I don't know. I felt like they were trying to make them out as this little trickster who then always like got everything right, but always was like causing problems. And I was like, nah, just nah. Wasn't for me. Giant Tundra, probably Hoth. Oh yeah, definitely Hoth. Snow everywhere, probably Hoth. I mean, it takes a lot of time to flush out lore behind a world that you're creating. Like, that's definitely very, very true. creating a world takes so much time to work out like the lore behind it and everything in there. It's really easy to create lore surrounding a village or even a city or even like a single place, but creating lore for an entire planet, like that's and like how it all exists there, like that's hard work. That's a lot of work. So I understand why they don't do it, but I can always wish that they would. Weird to think that Omega's older than the team, but they treat her like their daughter. Well, yeah, because they are clones who grew super fast and all that, whereas she is did not have the growth serum. But yeah. And then she also does act a lot more like a child than them. Yeah, Omega was just not my favorite character. And when it became like super focused around her, I was like, nah, I'm kind of done. Ugh, we're getting through it. Yeah, Cosmic, it definitely comes down to a lot. I feel like a lot of the people who are creating the shows and the producers and all that, I really want to believe a lot of producers, game developers, whatever it might be, have such good intentions. Like, they want to deliver the best product they can because they're creative people at heart. And I fully understand that, like, when you're a creative person... 242, thanks for the 14 months, dude. But when you're a creative person, like, you want to deliver something awesome. Like, you want to let your creativity shine and deliver something absolutely awesome with no constraints on how long it might take to get that thing done, no constraints on the budget. You want to create something awesome. But then when you get into the corporate world of where all that stuff's coming from, which is a big reason I think why a lot of indie games are really popping off recently and just like showing how they can still make these awesome, amazing games, is they're doing it in their free time, in their spare time. They're working nights, they're working weekends, they're working their butt off at two jobs. One job to make the video game that they want to make, and another job to pay for their ability to make the video game they want to make. And they're not constrained by time, they're only constrained by effort and energy. And they don't have budget because they're just doing it themselves. So it's just time. And so when you have all those things going into it, you can really deliver something that is just incredibly high detailed, high level of just such a high level. It's just going to deliver an awesome product. But then when you get into the realm of when those things scale up and they start getting investors coming in being like, I want to back this thing because it's really cool and I want to give you money to produce it so that I can get a return because I think it's awesome, then there becomes a lot of obligations around like your shareholders and all that of like, okay, we have to deliver this product and they gave us $5 million to make a video game. Okay, and every single month we're burning X number, $100,000 because our team size is this much, and we're office rent, our supplies, our tech, our blah, 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 blah. And so like, okay, we have 2 years, 3 years now to be able to make this game. Otherwise we're out of money and they're going to be mad at us because we're going to breach contract if we won't have a product to deliver for them. And then it comes in from there. It goes, okay, now how do we cut corners, or what corners do we need to cut to be able to get this game out there, get this movie out there that we promised, so that the people who gave us money can get a return off of it. Stream's starting to sound like a Scar stream. This was the topic of the day. But like when you get into games like Destiny that Cosmic mentioned, like that's very much the case. Like Xbox came in and they said, we see Destiny is huge and we want to make a ton of money off of it. So like keep pushing out content. Like we need something every 6 months. We need a new raid to bring our players back in so that they're playing and they pay for Xbox Live and they buy their Destiny 2 game. And then we're going to make our money. And then like you can only do that for so long before the quality starts to drop farther and farther and farther, and then everybody's burned out. They're not making the game they want to make, and they're making the game they're forced to make. And then it just like slowly the quality dips. Like I have a few friends I went to college with that work in the game industry that went in like so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed about being like, oh my god, I get to make video games, like this is awesome. Like I have a buddy who works for Ubisoft on the Assassin's Creed games as like a level designer, and he went in being like, oh my god, this is so cool, I get to make the worlds behind these video games. And now I think that like honeymoon period has worn off a little bit. And last I heard was he was just like working so many hours to make all these assets that could go in the game, and they had to be done by this time, and it's just like finish one thing and okay, here's instantly your next deadline. So Paul, we're gonna get rid of you, bud. We don't need any of that. Read the rules before you get in here. But I think you're trying to get your ban as quick as you possibly could, so. But yeah, so I think it's an interesting one. That's why I always try and gravitate towards indie games. Like if there's an indie developer like Concerned Tape behind Stardew Valley, like I would happily throw more money at them so they can keep producing in the way that they want to produce. Because I think that gives better products for us in the return of the consumers who are going to play the games. What do you do? Don't ask. If somebody gets banned in chat, we don't need to talk about what they did. I'm just more concerned about how he got on that topic of wanting to say that stuff. I think that just was trying to get, like, how quickly can I get banned in a chat? We'll wait for his alt account to come in, and then he'll start saying things again, so, you know, what'll happen. This is what I get for sitting in Twitch chat? Oh, no worries, Liz. Y'all aren't responsible for getting everything. Fortunately, on the indie side, there's a lot more figuring out and self-sustaining. Oh yeah, you just have to extend your like timeline for when you're gonna get the game done to it'll get done when it gets done. Let's get a new pickaxe. Okay, new pickaxe acquired. That was literally his first comment. Yeah, no, there's no comment history. I clicked on it. First thing, they actually just subscribed to. They found, they said, you know what I'm gonna do on my Friday? What sounds like a great time? I'm gonna go to a Minecraft stream and just start spewing hate. Like that's definitely gonna make me happy in life. So, you know, hopefully it worked out for them. You know, hopefully, I really wish the best for them. I hope they're gonna have a great Friday night full of love and cheer and joy. Definitely not the time or place for that. No, yeah, not. Why can't life give us the epicness that big budgets can provide with all the love and care that indies produce? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keep politics out of the chat, friends. We're not having any of those types of discussions. I don't care what you're saying, what side you're on. This is a Minecraft live stream. We're here playing Minecraft. We do not talk about politics here. I don't know why people need to bring politics into Minecraft, but there it goes. Oh my god, they just spawned on me. What the heck? I have never had a pillager patrol spawn that close to me before. That terrified me. Oh no. How did they spawn there? Only Flip can the extremely rare times he does. Yeah, it's my stream. I can make comments when I want to make comments. Rules don't apply to me. They apply to all of you. I make the rules here. The rules don't apply to me. But y'all know what you can expect from me too. Like I'm very consistent. I'm not gonna be swearing. I'm not gonna be bringing up other topics unless I think it's something that is very important for me to talk about. That was crazy. Yeah, how'd they? It isn't very safe mining. Yeah, I know. I mean, as long-time viewers are here for you, not just the content. I appreciate that. They were here to claim your firstborn child. Fair. I mean, if they want to claim them and, like, pay for them, that'd be great. But they want to just, like, support them from a distance, I'd be down to sign up for that deal. Back to that old raised by the village mentality, but like purely the village uses their checkbook to help pay for the child. Or the third born for the totem. Fair. I'm here for the sass. I knew it, Liz. You just like me for my sass. Been over 6 years since I subbed to the channel. It's a long time. What? Sass. A little sassiness. Come on now. Get your mind out of the gutter. How many beacons do you have? Yes. Set up here, we have a lot. I see a creeper. No! It was coming up after me. He came out of that cave. He spawned all the way back there. He came out all the way out of there. How did I get all the way up out of there? I got granny iron. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beacons set up right in this area. It's a big dig. Guess who got teeth out today? Nice, bro. Nice. Got almost to 1,000 likes. We're getting close. Not as many beacons as you would like. No, actually, I want less beacons. I hate the beacon. Dude, beacon beams, ugly. Big ugly. I so wish there was another way to get beacon buffs without having the beams up in the sky. Just like give me a crystal that pulsates a sound or something that's like a woo woo woo, you know?
Pleased to meet you.
James, thanks for becoming a tier 2 member, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beacons need an overhaul. I feel like beacons need an expansion. Not really an overhaul, because I feel like functionality-wise, beacons are good. Minecraft lore-wise and like in the game, they're so easily recognizable that from a distance, you know exactly what you're looking at. And I feel like the pyramid shape to them is a good way of like leveling them up to make them stronger. Like I think beacons are good. I would love for them to add either a 4th layer to a beacon so you can get a larger effect radius. Fifth layer. There's 4 already, right? Or have the material that you put in for the beacon base actually influence it. Like, say iron is your default. Like, iron is just your default run-of-the-mill beacon. Like, that's just, it's going to do its thing. It's going to give you the buffs that are in there by base. But say you had, like, a gold beacon base. Or you had an emerald beacon base. Or you had if you did a diamond beacon. Or you even got all the effort to get a netherite beacon. Like, let that be more than just cosmetic. Like maybe a netherite beacon gives it like some crazy huge radius buff could be one way to go. Or if the radius buff is like not the way to go, like let it unlock like an extra tier of upgrades. So with say like a normal size beacon, like that size beacon, but out of netherite blocks, like complete netherite blocks. The only negative of this type of change would be that you'd have to have it all out of a single material, where currently you can make a beacon out of any material, like just crammed in there together. So that would be a big change. But I think it could be cool to like get, if you could get a netherite beacon, and then that gives you like haste 4 or haste 3, so you can instant mine deep slate. Like that, I think over time would be worth it to get a netherite beacon. Or it could give you like regen 2 and resistance 2 or something like that. Like everything on there that you unlock with it is just like +1 level. I feel like that could be a cool way of overhauling beacons that I would enjoy a lot. Or having something where you can upgrade the physical beacon thing itself to make that more powerful. By, say, adding a new boss into the game that once you kill it, the same way that withers drop nether stars, it can drop like some cage or something that you can use to slap on top of your beacon that will make it bigger, or like add an extra buff by putting a certain block on top of the beacon so you have the visual of what's over there. I don't know. How did you find a seed to inspire your
Pleased
builds?
to meet you.
I just put in random types of whip.
You
Building
could
with whip,
customize the beam
blah blah
color
blah,
like the screen.
until I found one I liked. You customize the beam color. Yeah, you can do that, Carson. You can do that right now. If you put a glass pane or a glass block of a colored glass, you can change the color of your beacon beam. Gotta get that before it turns to ice. That'd be a bad day right there. Leaving all that water to flood over everything. Oh no. Sounds like a good topic for the spawn chunks. You can email them, Liz. Which, was it you that got read out on spawn chunks, or was that Phil? I can't remember. Was it you or Anima? I thought it was one of you two. Or Heroic Pixels. I don't know. One of you. One of the mods. I remember hearing, you're like, oh, I know that person who's got their comment read. How would an end update look like if you made it? Okay, I'm actually thinking about doing a whole video. We both have recently. Okay, so I was right. But I saw the video from Becky, Beck, whatever her name is. Recently, she did a video talking about what she wants to see from an end update. And dude, I'm so actually interested in doing just like a talkie concept video of what I think an end update should look like. and I've been writing down ideas of like getting my thoughts together to try and like start making a script for it of like a video essay. So I think I'm gonna do it soon, because I think I could do that pretty quick, like spend 2 days making that video, and then I can have 3 days back to be able to produce the next hardcore video, so it can kind of get me ahead again, you know? So I think something like that could be a really cool way to go. So I'm not giving too many of my spoilery ideas, because you can't steal my ideas. I've actually got a whole, dude, I think I've got the whole end update, like, planned out now. If I could, like, convince Mojang to ship and, like, develop what I've come up with, I think it actually would be a really cool update. And I'm a little, Beck Yaman. That's her name. She's cool. We played in MCCs together. Fellow Ender Cup champion. So obviously, by winning the Ender Cup, we get to pick what the end update is. I think it's only fair. But, yeah. So I feel like I really want to do a video talking about what my ideal end update would be. But part of me is like, do I send it right before Minecraft Live? Or do I wait to see what they announce to the next update before I do it? Because if I record the video saying, here's what I want to see the next end update look like, and then they release at Minecraft Live, well, my video's being edited saying that they're doing an end update next, I would probably have to scrap the whole video. So I think I'm going to wait for post Minecraft Live, because that's not this weekend, that's next weekend, right? Yeah, I won't finish it next week anyways. I'm gonna keep writing my ideas down, but I'm not gonna actually start recording it. But I'll see what I can. And then if they do that, I'll just release my list as like a super chill talkie video of being like, here's my dream, on top of what they've said. We've both been Red and Tay, but Liz got the main topic one. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. When do you think 1.22 will come out? I think it'll probably be... Sorry, excuse me. I was thinking and then I had to sneeze. I feel like 1.22 needs to come out next year. Like, I don't want to see a 1.21.11. Because we're getting 1.21.9 with the Copper Age, and we can assume at least one round of bug fixes is going to have to go into it. So we're probably going to pretty quickly see 1.21.10, and then we're probably going to also see a holiday update, because they usually tend to do that. So I think we're going to see another small update coming out later this year around the holidays. This is all me guessing. I don't have insider information, but typically off of like past Mojang release cycles, I'm assuming that not this coming week, but the Tuesday after Minecraft Live is my guess for when the Copper Age releases, especially with pre-releases already coming out. So I think right after Minecraft Live, I think at Minecraft Live, they're going to announce Copper Age releases on Tuesday, the next Tuesday, or it's going to be playable as Minecraft Live ends. And then after that, they're also going to announce that they're going to have a small holiday drop coming at the end of this year, which is just going to be a small, minute little update. So that'll probably be our... So we're going to have 1.21.9 that we're going to go into there, and we're going to get that, and it's going to be great. And they're probably going to have to do some bug fixes, because there's going to be some bugs that sneak through that didn't get found in pre-releases, because that always happens. And so we're going to get 1.21.10, and whether they push that right away, basically determined by how game-breaking the bug is, or if they wait until the holiday to push that. But then we're at 1.21.10. And from there, that's pretty extreme for a number for an update. Like, who's going to remember 1.21.11, 0.12, 0.13, 0.14? Isn't 0.14 the highest that we've ever had? Or is 0.10 the highest that we've ever had? Because I know we had 1.7.10, but I thought we had a 1.9.14 or something. I could be wrong. But have we had anything above 0.10 before? So I'm assuming that's where we're gonna see it, and then I think 1.22 is gonna come next, and I think that's gonna be announced at the Minecraft Live in the spring, is when they're gonna announce like their next big full update. Anyways, tinfoil hat couldn't come off. That's my theory for where the Minecraft updates are going. My somewhat educated opinion. That sounds like a Jewel question. I trust Mandolin, don't you worry. Mandolin's also got us. They're a smart cookie too. They actually like that tech stuff. Ugh. I could never. But now what this minor update is for the holidays, that I'm not sure on. We've had a few leaks come out so far that it's somewhat themed around a Nautilus shell. Like the Nautilus shell and conduits potentially get an update according to the leaks. I don't like to give a whole lot of energy towards talking about leaks and things because sometimes they're totally out of left field and way, way wrong. But then also other times they've actually been pretty right. So, and the person who leaked that has had a past history of being right about things when it comes to Minecraft leaks. So I'm kind of curious if they like got it right again or not, or if they're somehow in the system, you know, like a child of a dev that like goes onto their parents' computer and says, "Oh my god, I found the new files." News sources are saying they have a big announcement planned for the next Minecraft Live. I bet it's Minecraft Movie 2 and not a huge update. I don't know if they would release Minecraft Movie 2 already. I feel like they would need more time. I don't think they had the budget right away to develop Minecraft Movie 2. I don't think it was approved until they had the success of the first movie. So I don't think we're going to see a Minecraft Movie 2 yet. I know they set it up for a sequel, but I don't think corporate-wise they probably had the funding locked in before a Minecraft movie was successful to do a number 2. So we'll see. I hope that it's a big update announcement. I hope it's more for the game than it is, but also it could be vibrant visuals are coming to Java. I feel like they've been making a lot of progress on that in their own right. Still haven't seen the movie. I just don't like Jason Momoa. He's not like a huge... He's definitely a big role in the movie, but I wouldn't say he's like a defining role. He actually plays a different character than he normally plays, so I felt like he did okay in it. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the movie. Hit the Minecraft nostalgia I wanted. I had to empty the vacuum 7 times and it was all dog hair. Oh my lord. Yeah, we just got the house cleaned yesterday and it's finally no dog hair tumbleweeds rolling around the floor anymore. And oh, it's so nice. It'll be changed by tomorrow probably, but for now, so nice. New Minecraft game, maybe? Minecraft Dungeons 2. Electric Boogaloo. Minecraft the MOBA. just keep working through the genres that they haven't touched yet. They've already tried strategy game. Legends did not work. They've already done dungeon crawler, so you know there's that. They've already done a board game. I still need to buy it. I haven't bought that yet. Was Builders and Biomes any good? That was a board game, right? I'm pretty sure that was the name of it. I thought Pixar said it was pretty good, but I've never played it. Dungeons was the only spin-off you liked. I really, really, really liked Legends. They just ruined the launch. They had such a good opportunity for a launch in just the best scenario possible of the game was good. But the developers behind it were either forced to make something that they didn't want to make, or they were the most clueless developers I've ever seen making a strategy game. And they just absolutely fumbled the launch so bad that the game just tanked. It went from like peaked at 30,000 players on day one, which for like a day one of a new genre for a video game, pretty solid. By the end of day 5, the peak was less than 1,000 people. Like they just ruined it so bad. They just oh god. There was so much hope for Legends. It was such a good game, but they did not bring in anybody to balance test it. So the strategies behind the game were extremely broken. There was only a few viable strategies early on. And if you could do those things, there was no way for somebody to beat you. It was such a snowball-y game that, like, if you got ahead, you could not lose. And then on top of that, they also thought to make a PvP game mode where you partner up in teams of 4 to fight each other. But there's no way to talk to your team, to coordinate with your team, and all of your resources are shared with your team. So did you just go out and build and like farm and gather up a ton of stuff to make a ton of units for your own army? Sorry, little Jimmy on your team over there just spent everything building towers at the base for no reason. And like nope. And then also they had the ability for anybody to break anybody else's structure on your team to get resources back, which, like, if you're all sitting on a couch talking to each other, absolutely fantastic. When you're in an online matchmaking game with people you cannot talk to, not good, because you could be disagreeing on strategy and then nobody's moving forward because you're so focused on destroying everybody else's stuff that you're not actually as a team moving forward in anything. So they just absolutely ruined it. And then the even best part about it is that you cannot queue up into a game with your friends. If you joined a game lobby with your friends, it would force you to different teams to try and balance the game better so that you couldn't have like a one side so much better than the other. And it was just like, oh, they ruined it, dude. I'm a huge strategy game nerd. I love strategy games. I still play StarCraft 2 daily. Like, I love strategy games, and when Legends was coming out, I was so pumped for it, dude. I was gonna be so in, and I just they just ruined it. I was playing with Grian a ton because he's a huge strategy game nerd too, and so kind of out of the friend group, he and I are the two that play strategy games the most. So we were like really into Legends when it first came out, trying to figure out all the strategies to see how we could win and blah blah blah. And like we got really good at it really quick, to the point where he and I never lost a game when we played together. Like we went undefeated. We played like 40 something games. But we even learned how to fix the lobbies so that we could actually be on a team together. Like that's how far in we were gimmicking the game because it was so broken. But oh my god, there's such high hopes for it, and they just absolutely ruined it, dude. I was so sad. I wanted Legends to be so good, and they just could not deliver. Double video. There'll be 2 videos next week, yeah. There should be 2 videos next week. The sponsor video, depending on approval. Yeah, I would be down to try another Minecraft offshoot game. It needs to be like good when it releases though. Like they have this tendency to make Minecraft really good, but the games that they're releasing otherwise are releasing like with like Minecraft 1.5 quality, whereas Minecraft has turned into such a good game with like all the extra years of development and love going into it, whereas they're not giving that same polish to new games that they release. I feel like, because a lot of them they can script out to like other studios. Like Mojang didn't make Legends or Dungeons. I'm pretty sure Blackbird Interactive made Legends, which is a dev studio out of Canada, and they like are known for strategy games. Like that's all they develop. So I really don't know how they messed that one up so badly. But I even went back to play a few of their other ones because I was curious about them while I was waiting for Legends to come out. And I was like, these are pretty good. Like they know what they're doing. They know how to make a game, and they just ruined it. That's enough of my rant about Legends, though. Hopefully Minecraft Live has some cool stuff. I'm curious what the big announcement is. I am bummed to miss it, though. I feel like I haven't missed a Minecraft Live for a few years, but I also feel like they've been announcing Minecraft Lives like way closer to the date. Because usually if like in previous years, I feel like it's been announced like a month, at least 2 months before, whereas this one was like a month before or 3 weeks before or something. And if it's 2 months before, I will block my calendar to make sure I'm here for it, because for me that's like a big work event. Like that's like a weekend work event. Like I'll block my calendar so I can stream Minecraft Live, because that's a big thing in the Minecraft community. So it really sucks to be missing it. Like it's so fun to celebrate and talk about all the new things coming when they're actually like fresh announced. But we'll be on that next Monday. We'll do a whole live stream like talking about all of it and kind of digesting and going into it and seeing what the features are. If you're making a beach coast city in a kind of overgrown area, you made a lush coast on the water, what kind of trees would you make? Probably mangrove trees, like custom mangrove trees. Go look up types of trees that like would be in the Everglades in Florida. That might like go look up like trees around Miami and like the Everglades. That might help you get some direction there. I feel like mangroves could fit the bill pretty well. Digging. Difficult to build? It's just a challenge. There can be a little... Bro, these animals just want to get smacked by the pickaxe. They just keep running right in front of me. We'd be playing GTA 6. I have never enjoyed a GTA game, so most likely not. My big reasoning is I don't like video games set around current modern times.
Good morning, Whip. Hope you're doing good, dude.
Arcane Gaming, thanks so much for the dono, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, my big issue with gaming, especially when it comes to like the Call of Duties and all those, is I don't want a video game set around the current modern life. I want either a medieval fantasy game, or I want a futuristic sci-fi game, or just like some other world that's so not real world. So, and then when you get games like GTA that really glorize, that's the correct word, like a lot of things that our society currently struggles with a lot and are responsible for a lot of issues that we have in life. I really don't like when games do that either, unless it's out of a way of like explaining about like how to try and like make our world a better place. So I tend to not really go for modern based games. Like I don't really like Call of Duty having all of the guns in there being like realistic versions of what you see like people in the military actively using nowadays or in the past few years. Like I don't enjoy that. And then GTA being really built around, I honestly couldn't tell you too much, but just like, I don't know. I'm just more like it's not an obvious parody though. Yeah, like if there's a full parody of it all and like it's really showing and kind of helping to open people's eyes that like, hey, this is a thing that's happening in the world, then I can be more interested. But if it's not, then I'm just kind of when you enjoy split fiction. I've been trying to see if it'd be fun to play with Sid. I feel like that could be a good game for the two of us to play. So I'm definitely aware of split fiction. I loved the first game they made. It Takes Two. New COD games are weird anyways. Yeah, for their own reasons. But yeah, so I'm very much a gamer that I don't like my video games to be like really based around current reality. Like I just not there for it. I try and play video games as a distraction away from a lot of those things. I don't need to be jumping into a video game where it's glorizing all of that. All right, we only got 2 picks left in the Silk Touch. Did you and Sid play It Takes Two? No, I played it with my buddy, Zadibbles. He's been on stream a few times. But he and I played it together. But I'm pretty sure he played Split Fiction with his wife. So, or they're like been meaning to play it. So I didn't play Split Fiction with him. So I'll have to convince Sib to play it with me. But yeah, he and I played It Takes Two, and we beat it in like 3 days. He did not have much work going on at the time, like, and so he had like free time in his schedule, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm in. Like, I don't care. I'm pretty sure it was a weekend. I'm pretty sure we started like Friday afternoon, and by Sunday afternoon we beat the whole game, because we were just locked in. Have you heard of Town to City? Yeah, it's on my Steam wish list right now. I haven't bought it yet, but it's on my list of games I want to pick up. I've watched a few people make videos on it, and I'm like, it looks really cool. Yeah, Town to City looks really cute, though. I've been with somebody I used to absolutely love city builder games, and I feel like I keep downloading them and buying new ones and not really getting super attached into them. Like, I'll play a ton for like 48 hours, and I'll like wake up, play the game, go so hard in it, do everything I possibly can, and then I don't really pick it up again. And so I'm a little hesitant about picking up other city builders. Did that pop up? Oh, is there a YouTube raid thing in? I get no notification if a YouTube raid comes in. So weird. Such a weird system. Yeah, Pele, that's a... You got it. That is an English expression too. Rock. Small pop-up in chat. Oh, okay. City builders fell off for me when I discovered factory builders. What if you build a bunch of factories and you make a city of factories? Yeah, I feel like I'm like... I think it's that I used to absolutely love getting in the nitty-gritty of stats in video games, like really getting into the minutia of like the little teeny tiny details of like how can I min-max this, how can I set up this supply chain to be that much more efficient, like how can I like bam 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 bam, like I got all these problems, how do I solve them in the best way possible. And now I just kind of like the vibe. I just kind of like the wee, just go with the flow. And I feel like that doesn't lend itself super well to city builders, because a lot more of the new city builders that are coming out, I feel like this new one, Town to City, is very cozy and just chill. It seems like it's hard to lose, whereas a lot of the other ones, like I was really excited for the Lost Frontier, the Farthest Frontier, something like that. Super excited for that one, and it is just so unforgiving that if you do one thing wrong, like you're losing. And so you have to like be memorizing strategies of how to set your city up, your town, based off of the seed that you randomly generate. And similar to like Manor Lords too, like but I always kept trying to play Manor Lords on a harder difficulty, so that's like my fault there. But I was like, yeah, I feel like I kind of like stopped playing for a little while, and then I like forget what I was doing, and I'm like, I don't want to go back. We're back, but how did you design the glass explosion back in Empires? Were you using Axiom then? No, I did that by hand. That took forever, dude. I'm pretty sure I spent 2 days in creative building that thing. That thing took so long to get, and it still didn't look that great. Like, it looked good, but I could have done such a better job if I had like tools like Axiom nowadays, I think. I tried using World Edit and I couldn't get something that actually like gave a good result, so I ended up just doing it by hand. Have you ever played Hunter Call of the Wild? Is that like that like where you just go hunt animals game? If so, I've heard of it, but I've never really played it. Again, that's like another one of those things if I don't like to really glorize a lot of that. Like, I grew up going hunting with my dad, so I don't really need a video game for that, and it wasn't something that I ever really like loved as a kid. It was more like just family bonding time. So like I don't know, it's not a game that really appeals to me that much. I feel like this layer's went a lot faster. How much do we have left? We're just gonna say that we know he's up there, and we're just gonna leave him be. And he'll leave us be, right? What are you putting in place of those mountains? A smaller mountain. Oh, there he is. We're good. Totally chill. I had to let him try and jump scare us. I can't, like, if I ever see something in free cam like that when I'm scoping it out, I don't let myself go and deal with it. I was like, nope, he would have got me. If I wasn't using free cam, he would have got me, so he still gets a chance to get me. Are you planning to build in this area? Eventually, yeah. The builds in this area, I have like one big one planned, but I would love to do a little village out here. Eventually. I had a lot of comments on the Solarpunk Island of people saying they want to see more villages throughout the world, just to, like, extend where we're going with everything so that it doesn't feel like it's just like city town, and to kind of like push the world farther out. And I was like, that's a good idea. Maybe I do need to throw more little tiny villages, because I feel like something I used to do in building with Flip, granted everything was a lot more condensed in there, but I used to go through and build a lot of little hamlets just all over the place of like 3 to 5 buildings, just like 3 farmhouses, a little stable for some, or storage building kind of split in half, and then like a grain silo. And that was like the extent of what the place would be, and that would be like a whole video. That about a hobbit village? I don't really like hobbit villages in Minecraft, because I feel like there's just, it's all interior and underground. I mean, you can make a cool hobbit hill, but like so much of it gets sold by the interior space of it, and I just don't really want to do that many interiors. I also feel like hobbits are so classic Lord of the Rings that I like to do things that are a little bit more ambiguous. I wouldn't say never, but I don't have any plans for it right now. I really want to do some more colorful villages. Like, I've seen Germsy Boy recently. Taran Mao, thank you so much for the bits, dude. But he's been building up this village that's like almost all the buildings are like red sandstone and orange terracotta and like resin brick and all that. And I just love the idea of that, like, vibrant of a village, like where they painted all of their buildings like orange, and then it's just like dark deep slate roofs on top, and it's such a cool vibe. I think he's probably finishing the video soon, so you'll have to check it out. But yeah, I'm like super inspired to do some like really colorful villages, but like not just like blam blasted color and all over the place, but trying to make it like make sense with like the brick type and everything. How is there another one? There's a third! Where are they all coming from? Little treehouse village would be cool too. Yeah, that would have to go in like a whole custom forest though, because we would need a lot of space to make custom trees, to make custom tree houses. Because I don't want to just do like random trees that are super big so we can have a tree house on it, to then only have those be the random like big trees. I don't think this pickaxe is enough to get through all of this, but we're gonna do our best. I think I just need more like little farming villages and things like that, or like I can't remember who it was, but I saw somebody a while ago. Can't remember who it was, but they were popping up on my home feed for a while in videos, so I was watching them. But they made this like dwarven, but like almost Mongolian inspired little sheep herder shack, where they built their like sheep farms inside of the shacks, like little yurts. But it was meant to look like they're just setting up these camps to be able to follow the sheep herds around so they could gather their wool, then bring it back to the city. But obviously it was like Minecraft, so they're just in one spot. But I thought that was cool, like having like a caravan or like a nomadic village type setting out somewhere just like way out there, because then we wouldn't need to build roads to it, but they're just kind of like on the steep edge of a mountain cliff or something like that, you know? They really do want to help me dig, it's true. said yourself about doing tree cutting villages that would fit with tree cutting areas for yourself. Yeah, that's true. No, I think we could really, making sure I'm safe, like out here in the Dark Oak Forest, like somewhere out there, we could easily do a village out there. And then we could send the road like south out of Tough Hall, like through here, fill in that lava area, but like through this valley and bring it out to here and like do like a whole village out there and a big Dark Oak chopping area and then like a Pale Oak chopping area up there. Something like that. But I also, like, part of me wants to do a lot of terraforming in this region. Like, I feel like doing a whole, eventually a whole custom landscape. Like, I think I've mentioned it before, but like this entire section here, like being fully custom eventually could be so cool. But that's like years of terraforming. That's millions and millions of blocks. You have 1DTs, true. We can make another 1DT village. We have one in an old building with Whip. Maybe we'll get a bugged out wandering trader again that doesn't despawn. Oh, that landed out perfectly in that village.
Pleased to meet you.
Wops, I haven't been on Twitch side in so long. I've been forgetting to resub here. Oh well.
How could you? Just kidding. Yeah, there they go. There they go. Thank you for the 18 months, Jinxie. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well today. Happy Friday. How many chunks across is that? Dude, I don't know. But it's like 200 to like 2,000. So it's 1,800 blocks across. Well, 200 to like 1,500. There's a end stronghold right under here that I also thought would be kind of cool to, like, right along the lake, doing some big thing structure that you drop down to into the end. But okay, there we go. That is 2 layers done. Yeah, 6 layers, 2 sets of 3 two rounds of 3. No, 1DTs will always despawn even if name tagged. You can download a data pack to make it so that you can keep them, but yeah, they will, you cannot keep. You cannot keeps. No keeps. Okay. Need to go repair my pickaxes again. Woohoo! Okay, but for real though, I feel like, I know it's just another 6 blocks off the top, but I feel like I'm at the point now where I'm like, every single time that we take blocks off of it, I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing the progress. Like, that's definitely get there.
Pleased to meet you.
I missed my 12 months, crying face emoji, but I guess 13 is good.
Arcade Gaming, thank you for the 12 months plus 1. I really appreciate you. The big 1 year plus 1. Appreciate you. I'm back, still digging layers. We just finished our 2nd layer. We're almost to the bottom of the snow, which is huge. Like, next time we stream, we'll finish off all the snow on this side, most likely. But, like, yeah, we've got a lot to do in here before it starts to get down even into the thing. But, like, as you can see along the back, it comes back up again. Oh my god, do I not have... Oh, we're so much closer. Ah! Happy days, happy days, happy days. Oh, I had the layers on wrong, dude. We're 4 layers from being in schematic land. Then we get a look at the purple while we BR our way through. But look at that. That mountain's... That little hill in the back there is gonna be... It's gonna be good. Arcane Gaming, you have it going all right? Thanks for hanging today. Thanks for stopping by. But it's like not... Why is it not showing down there? Why are we... Is the Y level off on this or something? Did it get, like, moved up? No. Okay. It was just being weird. Yeah. Just had it rendered because we were too high up. But we're getting there. Look at that. Oh, we're so close. Look at that sheep. He's rough life there, buddy. huge. Absolutely huge. So huge. Big time gaming here. Dude, once we get this eventually finished, and we just like come over here, get a little like forested section down here. Honestly, kind of think of this like more open grassland. I feel like this is open grassland with like trees dotted. Also, I love jumping with this animation texture pack. It's just so bouncy. Just so bouncy. Wow. Look at them shoulders bouncing. Wow. Look at that bounce. It's a good bounce. 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 Bat. Sorry. I'm going to go get lunch. We dug a lot today. How many blocks are we at? Well, that's almost another 100,000 for the day, I believe. Because that was a 5 before. So it's at least 28,000, but I'm pretty sure it was like 5.4. So it's like 90,000 for the day or something like that. And that's almost 2.5 million. I really want to get this above 1 million. Dude, those are so close together. How did that... 3 more blocks on the hoe and they'd be exactly equal. That's kind of crazy. Huh. Would you look at that? Alrighty. Well, speaking of looking at that, what my hair doing? Any gamers over on the bakery lime event? I'll jump in after. I go get some lunch, but I'll be back. They should add more birds and soaring locomotion for parrots. I was like, soaring locomotives. Oh, but like allowing parrots to fly. I could definitely get behind some flying burbs. That would be fun. Alrighty, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging today. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any... Nope. That's... Nope. Not what I wanted. Is any bakery builders on streaming right now that are doing the event thing? I don't know. Can raid them. Is any... I don't know. I don't see anybody. I'm scrolling, dude. Oh, there's one person. I don't know them though. Is anybody J-Bus, is anybody from Lime streaming? Is Luke on our team? Why do I feel like Luke's on our team? He is on the team. Okay, we'll go raid Luke. He's on our team this weekend. Go say hello. Be nice to him. They're doing some building over on the bakery event. I'll go jump in and mess around after I get lunch and all that stuff. But flip right in the chat once you get on over there. Really do appreciate y'all. Thank you. Hope you all have a lovely weekend, and we'll be back next week with some cool stuff. So I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.